Yeah.
Last time on Edge of Twilight, Path of Hades, it's me, Effie, your little changeling big boob rogue girl. We finally broke the news to Harvaris and Mulu of how intense the mission we're on. We kind of probably shattered Harvaris's little mind. He's so devout and loves to prostrate in front of, the angels and whatnot. I don't blame him. They're kind of cool. And yeah, we told him all about our objective. I don't think we name dropped Folly just yet, but, kind of clued them in on everything that's going on and the gravity of our adventure here. That being said, we were prepping to do one of our little cool card things that we got from Telta Sector. One called Apex of Mana, which seems really, really cool, where we'd be exploring a lost Taladonic laboratory and whatnot, which, probably up Sera's alley and my alley. I love the Taladani, haha. But we wanted to go back to the ship to quickly get some potions. So most of us left Harvaris and Mulu to hopefully, defend what's going on. I think Mulu said that he wanted to do some defense stuff. And while we were on the ship, we talked to Gobbledygook from the Lollipop Guild. And he gave us some potions and also some capabilities of stuff, he could do in the future, maybe investigate some of the grounds. I then talked to Akanakoris, who essentially told us, we can't really move the ship until some of the other angels are defeated in Oasis. And then, also told us that somebody, probably Hades, is trying to get messages through into the ship, and I told Akanakoris to keep not letting those through. I don't want to get our ship corrupted and all. And so then I went to my room as I almost said the girls, but it was actually just Sera as the girl, along with Seino and Luka, all decided to go and do some stuff in the plant room. Not too sure what they got into, but I do know Maelie has been, cranky, and hopefully Luka restores her soon. Now that we're now juiced up and whatnot. And then I went to my room and prayed and got a vision from Eos, who essentially told me to put one of the angels down forever. And here we are. I wonder what the boys are up to.
Okay, inspiration for you.
Thank you.
Totally.
Valley Girl Effie.
That was great.
We laugh.
Okay, we'll pick up where we left off with Harvaris and Mulu having just chased the black onyx out of the area. And you said you were going to use your divination ability, Harvaris?
That is correct.
Okay. Some.
He's divinating.
It's still playing in my
nuts.
head.
I divinate this rice.
That's right.
Kilo of rice with salt.
No, it's just 600 grams of rice.
Oh my god.
I just have a kilo of rice.
300 grams is enough for me. I don't know how you're eating double that.
Arcadum, are we set on that list of potions? I'll add it to my inventory.
Yeah, that looks good to me.
Okay.
Awesome.
Don't we have a communal chest, quote unquote, or area we can put items?
We went over this last time. I think we only have the token for the ship. And other than that, we just carry it on our persons.
Okay, never mind then.
And everything's stored on your ship unless it's on your person, so it's
Right.
Oh, okay.
It is me person.
It does have a lot of cargo space, so, maybe use it. All right.
Are you volunteering to make all of these potions, Roxa?
Oh, what? I didn't quite hear you.
Are you volunteering to make all these potions? Should I stop doing it?
Oh, no, that's not what I was saying. I was just in my mind, I was thinking that there was a place separate from the ship that we could put all of these things or items that we had. I just wanted to confirm whether or not that existed, because I was looking I didn't see it.
Okay. So let's go ahead and just confirming that you are using divination, yeah? Before I start opening all this shit up.
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay.
He's opening the notes. The notes.
Okay. Using your deck, right?
Yes,
Divination deck? Okay.
that one is, yeah.
Can you describe how it looks, Arcadum?
I will.
'Cause In
I will.
my
It's-
head, it looks like Nintendo 64 cartridges.
Oh, for decks? Well, that's actually what they are. That's what they look like. They're like cartridges that he just puts into
What I
slots.
pictured every time.
Does
Doesn't
it, like-
work right, so you got to pull it out and blow on it.
Yeah,
Gotta
blow-
on it,
blow
which
the bag.
actually just makes it worse. It doesn't actually fix it because you have more
So are
stuff.
there
Yeah.
just like decks all over his body? Are they all up his spine? Like, what- is that really easy to yank out?
So for Bandians, right, it's along their spine. It's part of their mutation that they got. Okay, I guess I could explain this since you have a Bandian. So the physiology of the Bandian people, the gems that they have grown on their forehead and around, like the crown of their head, so to speak. What the gems actually are, they are a mutation. Those are receivers. They're kind of like antennas. It means that a Bandian, even though they have no idea that this is what they're doing, they just live like this, right? They receive digital information and they output digital information through those antennas directly fuselaged into their brain, right? So this means that when a Bandian prays to an angel and performs like the sacred rite of, opening or whatever to a door, they're literally, through the concourse of being dogmatic, are sending the command through their gem to the node of that device and operating it. It's kind of like in Warhammer how the tech priests treat machinery as like their religion. Well, for Bandians, they do it too, but they're actually transmitting to their natural body. And their spine can take decks, which are applied directly into it. And once they're placed in, they provide functionality. So, how it looks for Harvaris when he begins his divination is he'll get on his knees in a proper prayer, sort of into a praying pose. He closes his eyes and he enacts he feels the deck inside of his mind and can access it. He believes that he's praying. What he's actually doing is activating a program that has now been implanted into him. So that's kind of what it's like. And speaking of which, now that
Thank you.
you've
That's so cool.
and now that you've activated divination, I can go over how yours is a little different.
Ooh.
Most of the time, when you use divination, you don't always get to control, or may not even get to control at all, who you're talking to. In your case, you do get to control who you're talking to. Please choose a currently active angel to receive your information from.
Ooh, my mind immediately says the Torn. Ooh, let me take a gander. Knowing and okay, that's interesting. That changes the way I kind of think about it. Torn was not. Let's see. I'm gonna just check my boy real quick. Real quick.
Are we allowed to help him, Arcadum?
Yeah, you can. It's fine.
If you got
If he wants the
suggestions.
help.
Yeah, you could throw suggestions. I'm looking at notes right now. What do you got, Lolly?
What's the question you're going with?
So I'm going to start with: will the temple be attacked in the next 7 days?
So whomever you ask that of, it's probably going to get cataloged into their information. Is going to go out to all of the other corrupted angels.
Right, but if we pick one that's not corrupted, it won't, right?
That would be the thinking.
That would be the thinking. And as far as we know, Batorn is not corrupted, correct? Let me see. Hold on, I have to check up on. I gotta check up my.
3 who aren't. One of those is who we freed, another one's your Valdan, and the other one's Menzo Zoranzan.
Menzo.
And those 3 are not active.
Let me see. Is Batorn corrupted? I mean, it's not in the notes, but I actually don't remember the status of...
All of them except 2 are corrupted.
Which are the 2 that are not?
Menzo Zoranzan and Valden. And
which
now,
are both inactive.
And now a third one has
Radari.
uncorrupted, which is Radari, but all 3 of them are inactive.
Yeah, it changes the game pretty significantly if that's... ask Arcadum if that's all that he can query.
Has the divination question?
No, just ask. Arcadum, is that all he can query as the entity? Or does he have other options?
Well, what if I go plug in the index and activate them?
Well, if you do that, the problem is that Radare is currently in diagnostic mode. She is not connected to the... Let me put it to you this way. What you're doing with divination through a deck is you are contacting the internet of this place, right? In order to receive the divinations and calculations of your request. The problem is that that intranet, that digital field of knowledge, is upkept by the other angels. Like it's a communal sort of pool of knowledge that they all draw and take from, right? Much like the actual internet. But the difference here is that they are corrupted. So there is a chance of consequences upon its use.
Of giving out more than we want to give out.
I see.
Notice I say there's a chance, not a guarantee, but it is a risk you should be calculative of.
And he can only query the Bandian internet.
Yes, he cannot. If he uses divination through a deck. If he used it through like the divine spell, then he could contact anything. But he's using it through the deck, so.
Okay.
Okay.
I absolutely think you give it a go, Books. I think we just tailor the question a little bit. Maybe do instead something about will the Oasis forces be marshalling against I wouldn't say the temple, but would they... You can just ask, will they be marshalling in the next 7 days?
Well, I mean, it's kind of the question kind of brings the same answer, right? I mean, we just need to know if we're under attack. It doesn't matter if they're... I mean, we can assume that they are doing that, right?
Well, what Lolly is insinuating by asking it that way is that you are not revealing the target that you're concerned with, which could then reveal your location. She's insinuating that if you ask, are they going to marshal, and if the answer is yes, then you can use that knowledge to suspect that you'll be attacked. But if no, then you're not going to be attacked. But if that query is identified, it has no indication of whom asked it. You know what I mean? That's what she's saying.
I see.
Do we know our location versus Oasis? Like what direction we're in? Because we can potentially be a little bit more specific and saying marshalling in the blank direction.
It also gives them a hint too, right?
The temple is in the southeastern district of Oasis. Or southwestern. Sorry.
But yeah,
I think the way... Go ahead.
Oh, well, I feel like directions would give them too much of a hint, though. Like, even like cardinal directions, because then they would... Well, who's asking in this quadrant and why, you know?
Yeah, but also if we get the answer to that, they could be planning to do like a mission in the other direction, right? And it would come back as a yes.
I see what you're saying.
The trade-off is that you might get false information, a false positive, right?
Right.
But the trade-off for negating that is giving your as a reminder, which I think should be stated, from your previous encounter with Radare, from the information that you gathered while you were fighting her, after you fought her, and before you fought her, it was indicative that Radare, and most likely all the other angels, are in constant contact with other forces, most likely Hades. Having the data stream interrupted is most certainly going to be noticed. And if you're dealing, and you're at the level of play now, where enemies that you fight will have access to the same level of power, and possibly a little bit more than you do. What does that mean? Well, all the stuff you're doing right now, the divination and things like that, the enemy can also do it, right? So you're playing a kind of a higher level game now, because now you have the higher magics involved. And divination specialist wizards and characters of that nature, this is where they shine, is the gathering of information. So you have to be conscious of every piece that you leave out on the table that I could use, the enemy could use, right? And if they can use it, there might be a scenario where I divine where you are, and then I attack you, right? Now, granted, as of right now, you have left no evidence behind as to who attacked Radare, because you took her with you and all that good stuff. So you kind of have a clean break, but think of the information that this enemy would have. They know that Radare is missing, is no longer transmitting. So one might stipulate what the immediate response to that is, right? And that's the kind of stuff you have to keep in your head when doing this stuff. I don't think, to be clear, I'm not trying to tell you not to do it. I'm trying to make you aware of the consequences, because you're playing a different game now. You're in higher levels. This is the way it's kind of done. You have to not only think of combat tactics, but now you have to think of the strategy of the game, which is there are creatures that possess similar or greater powers than you, and you're at the level of play where that could be shit like, I teleport to you and beat the shit out of you if I know where you are. I divine your location. I intercept your messages. I summon creatures on top of you without even being there. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of shit that the higher level spells give you access to. So just think of it. Just keep that in mind. That's what I'm saying.
It's some chess. I think we still do it. But whatever information we do receive, try and read the between the lines. Basically.
Right. Okay. Makes me think of the wording of like if we go around Lolly's question of like, are the Onyx forces planning like I'm trying to think of maybe a better word for like excavation, like
infiltration.
Yeah. I mean that's
Marshalling is a good one because that
Extraction.
means building up their forces to launch an attack.
Sorry, what, Lolly?
Marshalling is a good word for that because it means that they're grouping up their forces to then launch an attack.
Okay. So are the Onyxes marshalling for a infiltration mission? Kind of like something like that.
I wouldn't do infiltration.
Specific. Yeah, I wouldn't do that either, because that way, they could be marshalling for anything.
I would just do, are the Onyx forces marshalling an oasis in the next 7 days?
Yep, because that'll tell us a lot.
Well, you don't need to ask in the next 7 days. That's hard-coded into the spell, but yeah.
Okay. Are the Onyxes marshalling their forces?
Sounds good.
In Oasis.
In Oasis. Now, which angel am I asking is the question.
Well, since we hit it, I think Vitorn's probably the best one, right?
That's what I thought. He's the predictor of these kind of things. I mean, it makes sense for Harvaris to think that. He literally predicts.
Let me look at our list here.
Yeah, I was
Dark and
taking
Light are
Ender.
literally there.
Fuck those guys.
But the sheriff dude who came there said that they don't really talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at the whole list here.
Yeah.
Let's look at also the loot. What does it drop? The compass. Yeah, I think Vitorn's the best one.
I think so too. It sounds like there's going to be a risk regardless, and this one is our best shot. Okay. Unless anybody else has anything to say, I'm going to ask are the Onyxes marshaling their forces in Oasis?
Go for it.
Anybody got any last second thoughts on that?
I type it out.
Go with your heart.
Sure, I will type it out.
Sounds good though.
I spelled marshaling. Marshal double?
M-A-R-S-H.
One L? One L?
Should be 2 L's.
Marshall like the name.
Or the rank,
Yeah.
job.
2 L's, yeah, okay.
Good thing I don't have to do this.
Rainzz, please spell fries.
I got you. That's a word I know. I use it daily.
I know,
Oh,
I know
Rainzz.
that word.
I know that word. I use it probably hourly, actually.
Oh, I meant in Discord where there's record.
Okay, here.
I'll
we can do that.
put in notes. There you go. Okay. And you're asking Beatorn?
That is correct.
Okay. You go open some shit up.
This is so cool, you guys. We've never divined before as people.
I like this double aspect of it. I think it's a neat system in this regard. It's a little risky. Kind of like that.
Risky good.
Alright. As you begin your divination, you construct the query within your mind's eye. You recite the incantation of sending, and the query is sent out into the digital field that surrounds Band. The query is detected by the communal force of the angel's knowledge. Several points of data and information attaches itself to your query, and it begins to shift. The identifying query eventually finds the node of request. Accessing that route, you will see several pieces of the program begin to light up within your mind's eye. Beatorn, the navigator, you can feel her presence turn and analyze the query. Slowly, you see it begin to shift within the digital space. The hand of Beatorn slowly turns your query side by side, analyzing it carefully. You begin to see several different factors begin to pop up all over Beatorn's interface. You can see that there are different paths, predictions, and possibilities, and one by one they are eliminated by Beatorn's intellect. Until finally, the most likely of outcomes is analyzed and is placed within your query. And then, you will see the sphere that is your question be jettisoned back across the great streams of data, slowly until finally it rests once more within your mind and you are given the information that you seek.
Sounded sick.
No. The answer is no.
Okay. That's the best outcome.
It is.
Alright. I will finish my divination and stand up in front of Mulu, giving him a long look. Well, Mulu, there is good news and bad news, yes?
What is the news?
Well, it seems, based on Beatorn, that it seems the Onyx are not gathering their forces just yet within the next week. This could mean we have some time to prepare, yes?
Mulu will get thoughtful and rub his chin. Good. I suppose the others had some kind of plan for other things we could do. we are going to need to be prepared
Yes.
more than earlier.
Yes, this ties into the bad news. Is that I must explain my actions to them.
I took equal part. My next problem is you asked if they were marshalling, right?
Yes, I tried to be as careful as I could. Yes.
What if the one that we fought comes back on his own?
I think he will know better to not do that. Yes, he knows that he is outmatched. He will not do such thing. You see?
Possibly. I simply worry for Minsha and what we will do with her.
It is true. Perhaps if they speak of this, how do you say, accomplishments, these missions, yes. If we leave, maybe we bring her with us. I do not know the extent of such things, but
That we could convince her to camp out down in the well with the creature.
ooh, it's a good option. It's perhaps if we feed it things to suck on, it may do as we ask. Yes.
Yes, the last thing we need is for her to be hiding out here in the open like we found her. Not the safest option. Even if the Onyx do not come, others may, and perhaps we do not want them interfering.
It is true. In this regard, I think we take the indexes with us. Safe hands, yes?
Yes,
Wait.
I agree.
Just too much of a burden to place upon her. You agree, yes?
Yes.
Good. Well, Mulu, I think we have some time. I have much contemplation to do. Tinkering always clears my mind. What do you wish to do in this time while we wait for her? I look up to the scars. Our new friends.
I do not know. I will simply do I think what I usually do. Train, watch out for enemies, wait for a change.
How about instead
Kind
of one
die.
I put his hand on your shoulder. How about instead of 150 push-ups, you'll do 200?
Oh yes, very exciting, very very good. At least I get to do it in the sun now instead of that hole.
Well, look at the potential that we've been placed upon this journey, newfound hopes and expectations, things that are far beyond our meanings. So much to pound, Mulu.
Yes, and yet there is always more waiting, which
Honk honk.
is fine. I think the calm before the storm is a very spiritual time. It is good to prepare the mind before the coming of the storm.
Very good, my old friend. Then let us do such thing, yes?
I'm gonna train and meditate, etc.
I'm gonna do a tinker.
You're gonna tinker?
I'm gonna tinker around.
Tinker hardly knew her. Yeah.
Good one, Pounder.
Okay. So some of this is going to be hard to do without a workshop, but you can just try to tinker if you'd like.
Yep. I'll tinker it up.
All right. Did you take
Do
the
what I
feat?
can. Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Let me get all that open.
Wait. Want me to put the components on the board here for you?
Well, I have them in your DM, but you can put them out there for everybody else if you want.
Sure. Deck one platform. Iron circuit. Deck part Charlie and plasmas.
Do you have a base weapon?
I have Angel's Redemption, the Ceramite Longsword.
Ceramite longsword. Oh boy!
He's cooking.
Time to do some bandy and tinkering.
Sweet.
I finished my rice.
Good job, Rainzz.
Level up.
Well masticated.
Level.
Thank you.
And then I assume it's how much scrap metal at the very least.
I'm determining that right now.
Sweet. Because I have 10.
Let's see. You have a deck weapon platform, iron circuit, Charlie, you have plasma, and you have base Ceratite. Ceratite, plasmas, circuit.
Mm-hmm.
6. It cost you 6 scrap.
Sweet.
Alright, so go ahead and deduct that, and let's tinker. Go ahead and make me a character level check. D20, plus your character level, plus proficiency.
And here I got that. I got you.
It's so juicy. We have a plus 13 now.
Bam. Let's go.
That was a very good roll. That breaks 30, which means that will trigger an innovation. I need you to roll a second check.
As you wish. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Man, heck yeah.
That will trigger another innovation.
Harvaris about to make an artifact over
Go
here.
again.
Alright.
Determining factors. That wasn't Pounder.
Yes, it was.
Honk honk.
He's on
Man,
his
I
side.
was about to
Away.
ask.
Should do separate. Separate for this. Okay, first we're gonna start with your weapon. Let's determine that stuff.
Come on, Mulu. 200, Mulu. Do not give up.
143.
Yes.
144.
Push, Mulu. Or I'll put Pounder on your back.
I can take it.
Do it, Quill. I can
145.
take it.
I can take the pounding.
That's never gonna get old.
God. I drank white before that, and now I spent water all over my desk.
You
Alrighty.
started it.
My mouse.
Generating weapon.
Oh.
I assume you want to name it Angel's Redemption.
Yes, please.
Mulu gets almost to 100 push-ups, but then falls asleep to the pleasant music.
Mulu, wake up! You're only at 149, Mulu. I was counting.
I have to start over. No.
Yes, you start over. I put my foot on his
Big
back.
yawn.
And 1.
1,
It's like
2.
it's like Rock Lee. If I can't do 1,000
Yeah.
push-ups, then I'll do 1,000 sit-ups.
Come on, they're like little trees. You must eat them, Mulu. Go eat your broccoli.
Eat the little trees. Oh, no. Picks up a cauliflower. This one is dead.
Oh no.
Parks and
Tossed
Rec in one.
cauliflower.
Parks and Rec. Yeah.
I put the sausage on a steak for Mulu to do his sit-ups. Come on.
Just gotta hold it just out of reach.
That's right. And then I shove it in your mouth.
Perfect. You gotta get that extra protein boost for the last 100 push-ups.
You always hold it so low that he always has to get like right to the floor for the perfect like.
Alright, here you go.
That's
All right.
cool.
Go ahead and
Here
look
I
in-
go.
Look in notes.
Sweet.
This is for Harvaris.
I'm observing. I'm perceiving.
And then I don't know if there's anything else you want to do, Waymaker, but I'm pretty much done.
Oh, I'm good. I'm ready to go on side quests and tell our friends that we had a guy in our clutches and he got away.
I look nervously to the stars because I think our friends are fucking god people.
They're definitely in space. They're definitely in the stars and sky. I'm just like, bro, they're just parked around the corner.
Just see their ship from there. Just like they're just right there.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
We've been in it, and I'm just like, oh yeah, it's a cool ship.
Alrighty then, here we go.
Here
Angel's
we go.
Redemption. A +1 digital Ceratite longsword. It has 1 combat deck slot. It has the Seeking property and the Powered property, and it requires 1 deck slot to use. The Seeking property is, whenever you would miss an enemy, you have advantage on the next attack roll against them. The Powered property is, it deals an additional 1d6 digital damage. This weapon ignores magical defenses produced by active spells, such as the Shield spell.
Okay. It's pretty good. Very happy with that. Thank you.
Radical.
Boom.
I will update my sword. Thank you so much.
Mhm. Cool. Alright, now we wait. $178. $179. $180.
I'll save this because we're not quite done yet. That was just your weapon. I have to do your innovations now.
Oh.
181.
181.
You just see Harvaris like tinkering away at his weapon, and he's like impressed by himself how good he's doing. and then you just look over, and there's just like Mulu in the dirt doing push-ups.
I wonder what the boys are up to. Tink, tink, tink.
Being sweaty, sausage in my mouth.
They're just
Yeah.
doing garage stuff, basically.
Yeah, it really is.
With this music, it feels oddly domestic to me. Like Misha's in the temple. Harvaris is tinkering away. Mulu is
Alright.
just being physical.
I am going to roll your innovations now. So what this means is that through the act of actively salvaging, your node is outputting. Remember how I told you that your thoughts are basically pressed outward into the digital space?
Mhm.
Well, while you're tinkering, this is a part of your mind trying to develop stuff, taking in from digital space and pressing out. Sometimes these queries, even though they are kind of like not direct ones, will catch information known as innovations. So, I will now roll those for you. Since you rolled twice, I will be automatically tier breaking these.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
Nice.
Tier content? What? Oh wait, different tier. Yes.
Another 77.
Yeah. His innovations break tier. Those are
Tier just breaks.
There's the tier
Enough.
content.
Yep.
It's like when you, it's like the saying when you like step on a crack that it breaks the spine.
That is very cool.
Broken tier.
Yeah. Okay. Man. You discover something quite amazing. In fact, whilst constructing the item together, you are struck with an innovation. And that innovation, you will see the blueprints of a mysterious device begin to formulate in your mind, taken directly from the digital space and from your mark as a seraph. You have uncovered the innovation of angelic transformation, which essentially means that you have unlocked the first piece required in order to create a seraph form, which is applicable to you and to a certain extent Mulu, although he has a lesser form because he's not full Bandian. But essentially what this means that once you complete this artifact item, you can implant it onto yourself, which takes up all of your deck slots, but instead gives you an index slot. Which means you can take an angel and place it within yourself, acting as its host. This grants you one of the various seraph forms of the angels themselves, which is essentially you become half them and half you, and you go, it's like a magical girl transformation thing, so.
Pretty cool.
Oh my god.
That is
Yeah.
Crazy.
Okay.
And each of them have a seraph form, each angel does, and you can enact them. For Mulu specifically, he has one that you can make for him, but the problem is that he's not full Bandian, so he only gets their aura.
Nice.
Which is like the aura is like a lesser form of their absolute territory.
Oh.
Nice. No, that's still super sick. Does my hair change color?
Sure.
Excellent.
To be honest, I've written out most of it, but it's still very. It's all Pathfinderized, so I'd have to retranslate it for 5e. But
that's fine for now.
That's very cool.
If you want, it's very good for a seraph. So
nice.
That's very cool.
One
Kinda
piece of
Sora
seraph
equipping
transformation.
a certain keyblade, and he has all those capabilities stored into
Right.
it. Love that.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much. I am good.
Well, you have the innovation, so now you can start researching it and finding the pieces needed in order to enact it.
Hell fucking yeah.
I will tell you, they are worth it. So, they are very worth it.
That's so cool.
God, that's like the ultimate form of a seraph. That sounds so sick.
It is, in fact.
That's Super Saiyan.
Because the Super Seraph form.
Super Seraph 3,
Yeah.
Excellent.
But
Dragon, rock the dragon.
But yeah, that's kind of your end game stuff for the two of you for your Seraph storyline. So
Cool.
very good.
What a find.
All right. Swiggity swooty, we got that done. All right, Meanwhile, back on the ship.
Back at the Palace of Justice.
I'm ready to go. You guys, are you all?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, at the Palace of Justice.
Yeah, is Luka gonna restore Maelie?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
All right. If you have some time, it's. If you're a cleric, you always have your spells accessed. You don't have to. You just take a quick rest and just.
I mean, if you're begging me like this.
Really deep.
Are you sure you wouldn't like a guiding bolt?
I'm the most important character in the plot.
Maelie, you think you like to be restored, yeah? Well, give me all your gold.
Would you like
Gold. I don't have any.
Would you like a restorative touch?
Oh! Let me tell you a joke. Starts
What are you gonna
tickling
do for me, Maelie?
Alrighty. Would you like to restore Maelie?
I'll do some role play.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
You know what? That's fine. Yeah, let me
RP it out.
Okay, alright. Okay. I heard you. Let me go.
DM, I require role play.
Please, just
Thank
a
you.
crumb of roleplay, my lord. Alright, there you go.
Enough of these push-ups. Yes.
Alright, where is Luka?
Where is he?
There he is.
Oh, there he is.
Look at him over there being weird.
Laying in his hammock. He just jolts awake. He's like, oh yes, there's something I must do. And then he just scurries out of his room.
Oh yes, I can actually cure you of your terrible ailment. I forgot. I totally
Hello,
forgot
cat.
about that.
Hello, mouse.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh God, is my connection okay? What's going on?
You're fine. I don't see any problems on.
Oh, my.
You're right there.
Hold on. It's weird because it sounds like the audio of you guys is coming in and out. Give me 1 second. Let me unplug something.
Testing one, two, three.
Your internet is trying to stop Luka from healing Maelie.
Yeah, I'm getting
healed.
red.
Where is
That's the thing.
Maelie?
In
Luka's
the
going
room?
in the
Maelie's
mid-bay.
room.
No, in the
Oh
mid-bay.
wait.
Well, I
Okay,
mean,
well I'll finish what I'm doing.
Didn't she go like somewhere because people were being loud?
Yeah,
she's in the med
She's
bay.
in the med bay.
No, she went to the actual med bay. All right, not Luka will come around the corner.
Oh, Maelie! I promised I wasn't going to disturb you, but I lied. He presses his ear against the door. He's gonna try to see if he hears her. Maelie!
Silence.
He peeks under the door.
You don't say anything.
That's odd. Knock, 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 knock.
Yeah.
Effie, do you know where Maelie went?
Effie opens the doors and her tits are out. Who are you
wow.
looking for?
Maelie.
I
He looks
think
away.
I'm pretty sure I heard her little pitter patters leave her room, and I'm just in here doing jumping jacks. You want to see? You want to see how many jumping jacks I can do?
I think I will respectfully turn this corner and try to find her.
1 jumping
He
jack.
slowly
2
floats
jumping
away
jack.
around the
Flop.
corner.
Pull up.
Maelie, where are you?
Do you want to see how many jumping jacks I can do? That's great. Meanwhile, in the peaceful, blissful, recovering sleep in the med bay.
Maelie, I am calling you.
Luka.
Ah, there you are.
I mean, not Luka, whatever. You know, this is probably like my last nerve, and I say this nicely, but the next person who interrupts me, I think I'm just gonna blast them so I can actually get some sleep.
Well, you would blast a friend now, would you? Especially since I'm here to help. All right, are you ready?
I suppose.
Okay. What part of her? Like, does she have her toes kind of coiled in on her?
She
like,
does
what's going
have
on
her
here? How's she
toes.
laying?
You have
Why is that
toes.
the first thing?
Are your shoes off in bed?
Are your piggies out?
She obviously doesn't wear shoes in bed. Who does that?
Piggies are out. Confirm. Piggies are out.
She's kind of just squirreled herself up in the blankets like in a nest, you know, and she's pulled them down so that you could see how angry her face is looking at you. Her hat's like on the little side table, you know.
Okay, just want to be sure. I figured out the problem. My headset is not working, so you might hear double audio. Just
Okay.
let me know.
Cool.
So he will... He will come up to her side, and then... See, I would look at her art. So she has like a... If her
Thigh
shoulder... Does she... Her thigh, technically it is open.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And then he will slowly reach over and just boop, give your thigh a touch, and he will restore you with greater
Oh my!
restoration.
She looks absolutely puzzled. And then, does she just, like, instantly feel 100% normal again?
Well, that's the great thing about greater restoration. Choose an ability score, Luka, and you fully restore it. Which one would you like that to be?
Oh, her lovely charm.
Okay. Puzzled, Luka will grab at your thigh, and you'll be, most understandably, what the f***? Light will pour out from Luka's hand, coursing through your body. Your mouth will open from the pure shock of having all this damage to your body reset. Luka will look up towards the sky as light shines out from the eye holes of his plow. Ah!
He's entering Avatar state.
You are
It
cured.
is one with nature.
Oh. Well. Wow. I don't think I knew you had that sort of power, not Luka.
Well, yes. What do you think? I'm just slinging all this chaos and order around?
Well, it's kind of like how most people probably assume I just fling stars around, you know? Yes? Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I get misunderstood quite a bit. But I hope you're restored. You feel better, yes. Did that tea help?
Well, it was starting to help, and then Sera started chanting and making all sorts of noise, and I...
Oh, I see.
Yes. Are you still touching my thigh?
Oh, yes, sorry.
Thank you. I'll let it slide, no worries. But I don't know. Using that power kind of makes me seem, well, not as nice as I try to be. Do you think I owe anyone an apology?
No.
Okay. Well, in that case, thank you. Yeah, I actually feel worlds better.
Oh, excellent. Now, come along. I'm pretty sure we're going to start leaving soon.
What, with Sera in the middle of a chant?
Oh, wait. Oh, I do not know how long that takes. I just assume she just does them, and then blam, it's done.
Well, it usually takes closer to a day. So, I mean, if we've got 24 hours, I wouldn't mind chanting myself, honestly.
Oh, chanting. What are we doing? And he just kind of leans over like he's trying to get some gossip.
Well,
Oh, God,
like, for what I know, Sera, I think, communes with her staff. And I would be communing with my brooch. And, I haven't really been successful with it because I keep getting interrupted. I wonder if that's just my lot in life.
Well, I can't promise any silence on this level. Since you guys were upstairs, there's probably somewhere nice. Maybe. I haven't had the chance to figure that part out or explore. Actually, let me try that. And he just starts scurrying.
Okay.
Oh, yes, and one more thing. Before you go that way or any other way, you might see, Effie doing jumping jacks in the hallway.
Uh-huh. Oh,
I did have to look away respectfully.
Oh, okay. See you, not Luka. Well.
See you, Maelie Whaley. And he just starts to hurry over to the elevator. See if he can figure out how to go up and down it.
This could
21, 22, 23,
Looking,
24.
looking good, Effie.
25. She gives a thumbs up and a wave. You look good. 26,
Feel a lot better.
29, 37.
So, if we've got time while Sera's communing, I'd also like to try and attempt to commune with my brooch.
So you walk in and then you're like,
Uh-huh.
all right, chanting it up.
What do I roll? I so very rarely have time to actually try and commune with my brooch. I know I've got like 3 slots that I need to like attune to before it actually wakes up, and I've only got one of those slots achieved.
Give me a character level roll.
Okay. So what, like D20 plus level?
Mm-hmm.
We're level 9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't we cool?
Yeah.
I like to imagine Sera says she's communing, but in actuality, she just plays with like racing cars. So you just
With the Hot Wheel cars.
Yeah, exactly.
She's got the room for the track.
Yeah.
You know?
She
Wheels
jumps
has
across
tentacles to make
Modo's
little-
tongue like. "Meow."
Man, imagine you're right. No, Rox is right. She's got tentacles. She can make tracks.
Yeah, exactly.
Drive those little cars, you know, like when you're like driving your little
Yeah.
your dad's arm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Phenomenal cosmic power makes a little racetrack.
Also, Seino feels the mysterious urge to exactly do 201 push-ups, but he doesn't know why.
I don't know which one is Rock Lee, but I think it's Mulu. Alright. As you commune to your brooch, start to explore the weaves of the mana that makes up its composition. You feel that there is a pull. The pull is curious. It almost seems as if the brooch needs to be recharged somehow. Its energy restored, its power reset. Your communion doesn't provide much more information than that, but you would need to find an energy source of sufficient strength in order to recharge the brooch.
Well, she kind of pulls out the orb that she has.
Are you going to ponder your orb, wizard?
Well, I've got that spell epoxia orb that holds like
Please say
25
yes.
spell slots.
Are you going to ponder your orb?
I might.
You gotta say the words. You
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
say 'em.
okay, fine. I ponder the spell epoxia orb and
Yes.
the rope
That's awesome.
to the
He's
tune of like
pondering.
bluegrass hillbilly hick, like twing twing ding 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 ding. You know, like
Oh no.
The dude of pondering, y'all.
I just been here in my room pondering my orb, and I get
There's
interrupted
somebody.
Gets
It's not-
interrupted.
Yeah,
it's not quite yodeling, but you know.
there's somebody blowing a jug softly.
Play
Sera-
your spoons.
Sera in the middle of her incredibly elegant Taladonic incantation, just here.
You just hear humana.
Some banjos playing loudly next to The two of them, their rooms are right next to each other. They just constantly bother each other. This room's so fucking cold, and this room just smells like flowers. Fucking time.
Fresh mown grass.
I'm over here trying to do evil, and I have this banjo music playing in the back.
Yeah, one room has racing cars,
Your
the other
soul
one
will
has
be
banjos.
mine.
Yeah, from Sera's room you just see a coconut mall.
Communing with devils, and then just in the background, pardon me, mistress, but what is that? Don't you mind that? Every intimidating word undercut by fucking...
My reputation is at risk.
You will do as you are commanded. Yee-hoo! It's back.
Swing your partner left or right.
Swing your partner left and right. Come on, Eyaza, let's dance.
Nope, so you don't step inside.
I wonder how Effie sleeps at night with all that noise happening.
Yeah.
Well,
she has
she's
the
got a
bathroom
bathroom,
as
yeah.
suppression. Yeah.
Alrighty. Did we do your thing?
Yeah, I rolled a 19. It wasn't high enough.
Okay. Did that. You're doing jumping jacks. Dan, are you doing anything over here?
I would like to do jumping jacks and something else, but
Okay, well, is Santa going to do anything?
Seino's just doing his 201 push-ups for no reason at all.
Okay.
But also, I just want to point out, why is this built like this?
because me and Sera have to make eye contact with each other while we piss.
Why is what built like what?
The
Oh,
two toilets across of each other.
I see. For
That's
sake
the
of
only way.
competition.
That's the only way Sera can comfortably open up her butt bottom half and spill out her contents is by looking Effie right in the eyes.
Yes.
It could have one of those like super sci-fi, like the glass that kind of is clear on the street corner, but then once someone goes inside, it like turns totally opaque so no one can see through.
Yeah, sure. That's
Oh.
definitely what it is.
I like
Yeah.
Norm's
Sci-fi.
better. Just keep eye
Okay.
gazing
Hold on,
as we take
is the boys' bathroom like that?
We don't have
We
one.
don't have. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
you
we
guys
don't
go-
have-
When the boys go to the bathroom, they have to go across the whole hallway.
They go
Yeah.
all the way over there.
Well, Mulu's just been going to this tree room and finding a good tree.
You've never been here.
Taking the sample.
He's just peeing
natural
on this.
fertilizer.
Peeing on
Haven't been
this.
there. Haven't been there.
All right, so Sano's
Oh
going
my
to do
God.
201 push-ups for some reason.
Exactly.
And
104.
Effie finishes her jumping jacks and does what?
While still continuing the jumping jack, she's gonna look into the mirror and at her vanity, and she's gonna be like, "Hey, Mr. Toman, I heard I should talk to you at some point from the witch lady from Baba Yaga. Are you there?" And then she kind of stops for a minute and like tip taps the mirror.
Are you, which form are you looking at it in?
What do you mean?
Are you looking at it in your changeling form or as
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
else?
Oh yeah, she's in her changeling form unless I specifically swap to somebody else.
Okay. Hold on, I gotta check something.
Are your tits still out?
Yes.
Okay.
That's her most comfortable form, don't you know?
Forms and the greetings. Oh my god.
The most
It's an
natural.
important part of the communication.
You're all sweaty.
I'm pondering my orbs.
Both of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
In both hands.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Currently in a room are
Double
3
the
orbs.
pondering.
Nice.
Did I just say poundering? Whoops, that was a slip.
Foundering.
Double the poundering.
Mm.
No. God.
Man.
141.
I think I'm starting
142.
I'm starting to get into the Edge of Twilight mindset again. It
Exactly.
took a little bit.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't worry, at some point you're never leaving again.
As you look upon the mirror, you see that it shines oddly. There is no response to your words, but it doesn't look like you on the other side. In fact, you don't even see yourself. As you look into the mirror in your changeling form, you will see that it opens outward.
Can I, like, touch it?
Into a wider space. Please be specific on what you do next.
I'm gonna take both of my hands and push against the mirror.
All right. Well, you fall through to the other side. It's a vanity mirror, so only the top half of you goes through. And as you look around, you can just see a nearly infinite white space.
Hello?
Your voice echoes, and you hear no response.
Hello? I'm stuck. My top half. It's stuck.
There is no response.
Okay. So, can I, like, push myself back out?
Yeah,
Can I push myself in?
you can do whatever you want.
Great. I was just trying to picture it in my head. I pop myself in.
Okay. As you press yourself through to the other side, you fall forward, and the door behind you closes. What am I doing?
One 162.
You guys no longer hear two flesh bags slapping against each other.
No,
So-
did I
so-
press the right button here? Oh no, I hit an alarm.
Not Luka is still figuring out the buttons. If I press this button, it closes. If I press this button, it opens.
Oh no, I think I pressed the call button, but who am I calling?
Elevator on the other side of the ship comes up.
Yeah.
You can't hear it.
you hear Lucky. Ha! God.
I'm gonna need a second.
Of course.
Seino was wondering what was causing the ship to shake like every second. And suddenly it's gone.
Is this a good pee pee poo poo break?
Yeah.
Snack break?
Sure.
Yeah, it's gonna
okay,
take me a minute.
If I
Come on,
can't
go
do
grab a
200
snack.
sit-ups, I'll do 300 sit-ups.
I didn't know it would be like this.
Why do I feel like I should do 301 sit-up? There's this weird urge of competition that I'm feeling in the back of my head.
Long range powers
Yep.
of Manliness.
Also, while the door is closed and locked behind Seino, this is the only time that he can go bald without anyone noticing.
His
Is he-
Nobody there
is he-
to make fun of him.
Is Seino willingly bald, or like is he like just bald?
Did his hair fall out, or did
Yeah.
he shave it off?
He doesn't have much hair growth on his head, like to begin with, like naturally, but he also shaves it to be cleanly bald.
Mm.
Can you
Yeah.
describe how he shaves his dome to me?
He takes the tip of he takes the underside of his scythe and just like cleanly shaves it off of his head.
Dude, manly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, before that he was using his Omega tool.
Straight up Crocodile Dundee Seino over here.
I'm gonna ask Batorn that if Sano's bald.
Do you think it's better to be born bald or become bald later in life by an accident?
I think it's born. I mean, you start
Most
that.
people
You
are
start
born
right.
bald.
Yeah.
Born away are not born bald.
Most people.
That's so
I was
funny.
born. I was
Yeah.
born bald. I didn't get hair until I was like 2.
You were bald for 2 years.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I was a little onion, man.
Yeah, I actually was born with a full set of hair. Yeah.
Jealous. Amazing.
Seino, I mean, Seino technically lost, like, he was bald, and then he wasn't bald, and now he's bald.
There you go. That's the story of my life. I
I
understand that pattern.
My best friend lost all of his hair when he was in his mid-20s because he was a Marine. You know, some sort of weird chemical stuff he had to get into in Afghanistan, and it's pretty awful.
Wow.
So I would say maybe to be born bald.
I see.
Mm.
That's a fair.
He's half Chinese, half Taiwanese too, so he had like this beautiful head of hair,
Mm.
and now
Mm.
he's just a sad
That's-
avatar.
Oh my god!
No.
Let's just tell him he's sad in a public stream.
That's right.
Masses. My
To
friend,
be-
I love him.
He knows who he is, but none of you know who.
All right.
but-
Okay.
Nara.
I gotta explain what's happening because I'm pretty much at a loss here.
Uh-oh.
So here's the problem. Effie entering the mirror realm when she has no knowledge of how to get out of it means that she is trapped there until she's able to find a way out. Which means I'm pretty much gonna have to run some solo stuff with her. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, Storm. You are probably going to die in there.
Oh,
Cool.
no.
So we need to make preparations for that.
Nice.
Oh
So long.
God.
Mirror realm.
Farewell.
The last.
Avita saying goodbye.
The other problem is your party is going to have to try and figure out what happened to you, and there's not really a way I can think of that they could pull you out.
She just disappeared one day. Whoopsie.
And we're not going to notice for like nearly 24 hours because
Yeah.
most of us are busy doing things.
Do you
Oh,
guys remember
not
when Storm
Luka.
asked us to join 20 minutes early to talk about strategy? And what the plan
Uh-huh.
was?
I'm trying to figure out if there's some way to get her out of there, but I can't think of anything right now.
Remember when you guys were gonna finish up your stuff and then come back?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And do our side mission, we were already a session behind.
You know, the one thing that makes me laugh, but also makes me kind of sad, is that if she dies, hoping, knocking on wood.
Well, I mean,
But-
so here's the problem. Like, even if she survives, it's not something that's going to be solved quickly, right? and that's the problem.
Yep.
It's just funny to me that last memory, hopefully
fuck.
not, is her
Hold
bouncing
on,
her
hold on,
titties.
hold on,
titties.
hold on. Where's the law stone?
In her pocket.
Oh,
She's
Oh.
had it the whole time.
All right. Well,
my God.
In that case, it is even. Fuck.
Oh, so hopeful it would be better. Oh, she just comes back.
No, it's
but
much
It's
worse.
worse.
That she has
It's
the
worse.
stone on it.
How
Of
many
course it
times
is.
have people asked to hold that? She's never given that up.
Yeah,
Storm, if you could you describe what was the connection between Effie and this mirror? Like, what made you, I guess, ask it, just for maybe anybody who doesn't know?
Yeah, because we're
Like your
we're a
connection
little
to that?
About the mirror?
Yeah.
I think the when she was asking at Baba Yaga about her brother, which has been described as Toman, and that he has a connection with mirrors, that's why she communed with the mirror, was looking at it.
And the greater game sense, changelings are mirrors, and when you put a mirror to a mirror, you can enter the mirror.
Away.
That was her expanding
So we just-
horizons.
So we
going
just need
beyond.
another changeling. Problem solved. Can we get another changeling in here?
Yeah, or throw one in there.
Let's just call one up. Yeah.
Local single changelings in your area. You guys were doing that, right? Before?
Just go get Gobbledygook and race change him into a changeling.
no, my brother in arms.
What if he is a changeling and he's just changed into a gnome right now?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, that would be the worst anime betrayal ever.
So literally, Maelie and Roxa just, or I guess Luka just saw Effie, right? Like literally,
Yeah.
just like seconds ago.
The
So
bouncing
hopefully,
boobies.
Yes, the
And
bouncy
literally-
is last memory of her.
last memory, and the clapping
R.I.P.
stopped, and then that was.
I don't know if he can perceive that sound of clapping from that far, but
That's
Can I,
helping.
if Effie dies, can I make a request that not Luka does the eulogy?
Oh my
of course
god!
he would. I've had some stuff prepared in case people die. Okay, so
You have?
yeah.
That's what you've been working on?
Oh yeah, things
Nice.
hidden, things that are in secret. Yeah.
I really want you to go through all those whenever we end this campaign. I want to hear all of them.
Damn.
Well,
Sorry, I'm trying to think, trying to figure this
Okay.
out.
We'll just keep yucking it.
Thing is like we wouldn't notice until maybe the next day. Yeah.
Are you guys
When we're
about
about
to
to leave,
go to bed?
like yeah.
Yeah, when we plan to leave and come back.
Yeah.
We're going to
So-
like notice in the morning when we go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sera also would push that she's fine. Because how many times has Effie disappeared and come back?
Yeah.
Yeah,
True,
exactly.
eventually.
It
So there
would be
probably
like-
wouldn't be much question or worry in the
I
beginning
mean,
if she
the last time
disappears.
she disappeared, she was with you.
No, the last time she disappeared, she was in the dream. I think that's the two
Yeah.
last times, actually. She just went to the dream, and Sucklecuse and Owen got her out,
Oh,
respectively. The time before that is when she was with Sera.
so essentially, nobody would go looking for her because everybody would be like, "Oh, you know, she
She's
does it."
fine.
She's
Yeah.
my
Yeah, at least for now.
She's
Sure.
our third god boyfriend.
she's she's like an outdoor cat. It goes on
Yeah.
walks, you
Yeah.
know, and it's
That's
gone for like a
exactly what
month,
Effie is.
and then it comes back and it's fine. It's perfectly healthy and not hurt at all. It's just been out checking the whole territory, you know.
Just eating mice
Yeah,
and snakes.
happy as a clam. You stick around for a few more months, and then oop, you're gone again. Oh well, she'll be
Got
back.
like 5 different families that feed her. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hold on, I may have found some.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
Right.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
The fact that she has the Lost on too is just crazy.
Yeah.
She's
That's a
impressive.
little concerning.
Every time it comes up. No, I think I'm gonna hold on to that.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
I
to
see.
be fair about the Lost Stone is she did talk to Owen and Woad about it, and they said that she has it for a reason and should hang on to it. So
That's true.
Uh huh.
Yep.
Nods aggressively.
Never studies it. I'm sure this all-powerful artifact that Death was, hanging out with. I'm sure it's fine. We don't need to know what it is.
nopers.
It'll tell me when the time comes.
Correct.
You got
But this mirror and talking to my brother, yup.
brother.
That's all right. Brother, step bro, I'm stuck in the mirror.
I'm stuck in the mirror. Only half of me.
It is going to be kind of funny though if we go and we check her room and we see her pounding on the other side of the mirror, like, please let me out, let me out. We're like, oh,
Breaks the mirror. Oh, I guess that made it worse.
And then you just throw the shard out into space, and I'm just tumbling around in space forever. Ah!
You're like the astral giant we saved.
That's right.
Someone 60 years from now will find out he has a NPC.
In the mirror.
what is this broken mirror? I wonder what I can do with it. And then, oh, look, a changeling pops out.
With
her tits out.
Yeah, exactly.
First impressions are so important.
looks around, sees nobody. Nice. That was cool. I like that. Come on, Mulu, you must do 202. Come on, you must push it.
Why are you so competitive?
Because winning is amazing.
Who are we competing against?
Ourselves, Mulu. Ourselves.
Gosh, I'm gonna have to pick a. I thought I was set on that win thing books as my second 5th level spell.
Yeah.
And once again, things have
Yeah.
changed so
Things have changed.
dramatically.
Yeah. What do you?
Taking telekinesis now instead.
Hey, that's pretty good. What does that let you do? Is there like realm stuff?
And just telekinesis, you can move shit with your mind for 10 minutes.
I see.
Like throw people. It's up to huge. I can throw
Up to
people up in the
huge.
air and
Wow.
let them fall down and get smashed.
I almost thought you were saying telepathy, so you could speak with Effie, but I see
Oh,
that's also
no.
fun too.
I've never actually said this to you guys because I was waiting to see if Essie was gonna pull it out. There's finally that 5th level spell that's a ritual that allows all of us to talk to each other with telepathy. And
Whoa.
Sera specifically not taking it because she likes having the power.
Oh, all right.
But
Cool.
but everyone except for you and Waymaker, their characters experienced this when we were on Greyground because they casted that so we could all do it. So I'm just kind of waiting for someone to be like, "Hey, Sera, can you do this yet?" No.
Okay.
No, I can't.
That is such high magic. It is beyond my comprehension.
Maelie will know that she's lying, but Maelie doesn't care.
No. Mm-mm.
Hmm.
You guys will just have to buy very expensive items instead. Hee hee.
All right.
Big
I
thing.
think I've figured this out.
Nice.
Thankfully, she's a Gregorian rogue, so some shit.
I'm sure the
Divine intervention.
Sakuki swoops in to save the day.
I have my own plan in my head.
Nice.
Well, I'm willing to hear it.
You want me to say it out loud, or you want to do it?
What is your plan?
So, I have a new channel divinity.
Yeah.
Called Arcane Abjuration.
Yeah.
That may be able. Hold on, I'm just reading it. because Effie's a fae. As an action, you can present your holy symbol. One celestial, elemental, or fae that's within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw. I can willingly fail that. At level 5, if a creature fails its saving throw against arcane abjuration, then I can be banished. If I'm not on the plane of my original existence, then I can banish myself back to my original plane.
Yeah. The problem is that that'll send you to Calcatesh.
Well, but Effie mission completed, guys.
She did it. She went home.
Oh,
Here
that
it
was
is.
so close.
Operation Tugboat, aka
Oh
banishment.
my god.
Right. Operation Tugboat.
Banish myself.
It comes back around.
Oh my god.
Okay,
love
it
that
was
you
a
can
good
banish
idea.
yourself. It's so funny to me.
Technically, her new body is from Conflux, so she might get banished there.
This isn't my new body. I swapped to my old.
Oh, that's right. You've got your original
Yeah.
one.
Mm.
Well,
It was a
there
good
you
idea.
go. Yeah, it had merit.
I found
You
it.
had me at the first half, not gonna lie.
I found a way out.
Oh.
Oh,
Uh,
Well, Calcatesh could actually work, because then she could
I
tell
know.
her, tell us, so we
Yeah.
can go get her.
Yeah.
she's so cool.
Yes. Wait, what? Go get her? Like you're gonna go fly all the way back and grab her?
We don't exactly have a pilot without her.
Oh yeah.
we have no.
Look,
What are you
guys-
talking about?
Look, I'm trying to fucking keep the campaign together. All right,
Okay.
that's what I'm
Okay,
trying.
go ahead.
That's what I'm trying to do. Like,
Well, I mean, if the dice are saying, or my decisions dictate that Effie goes into the mirror realm until she dies, that's what the story is telling.
But she can be saved. How can she be saved, Arcadum?
And then she goes to Calcatesh
Oh.
yes, and
forever.
Then, and then what do? Do you make a new character?
I don't know. We'll figure that out.
Wow.
Well, okay.
What's your idea, Arcadum?
Yes, please.
Well, thankfully, she's 9th level, so she has access to the big cleric spells from the domain side, which is super helpful.
And
I
so,
think I found one in the travel. Double check how step works.
I'm stepping
No,
fast.
that's the wrong one. I think it's the teleportation circle. It's only the same plane of existence.
Yep.
Mm.
And that's a wizard one. I looked at that one.
Work. Check this one.
It kind of sounds to me like Storm's okay with letting it ride.
I'm 1,000% okay with letting it ride.
she goes to Calcatesh, then we'll
Oh,
have to find him.
is that what you want to do? Is go to Calcatesh? Look, here's the thing. There is a chance you can survive the mirror realm, but at the same time, it's like if you send yourself to Calcatesh, then you're definitely not coming back. So it's like, what do you want to do?
I made a decision, or my character made a decision, right? And I'm willing to roll with whatever comes up. If that means that she's retired from the campaign, I'm totally okay with that.
Yes, but what I mean is which of those two options do you want to do? Send yourself back to Calcatesh and just retire her now, and then make a new one, I guess? Or do you want to
Attempt the journey.
do you want to attempt the journey through the mirror realm?
The selfish part of me wants to attempt the journey. Mostly from a character, like she went to the mirror realm for a reason. But I also don't want to disrupt everyone else in the campaign.
It wouldn't disrupt us.
Yeah.
While that's very big of you, sometimes stories gotta roll. I can't decide. I can't even have a vote on this.
Well, what would you like to do? Either cast or you don't.
Yeah. I'll take the Gamba and explore my journey through the mirror realm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I'll have to figure out how I'm going to resolve that because I can't do that right now. I don't have any maps for it. I don't have the creatures pulled up. I spent all of my prep time for you guys preparing the Apex of Mana. the thing I thought people were gonna go do. So
For two sessions in a row, yes.
Here's
I mean,
a question.
we can go do it.
Yeah.
Actually, no, never mind. This is kind of dumb.
Go on.
I was gonna say she has a card on her for one of those side quests that will open a portal. I wonder if she can go through the portal and then somehow. No, that still doesn't work.
Wouldn't you come back out where you left?
Yeah.
The only way, I mean, it's possible, depending on which one you use, that you can find sufficient magic to return you, I suppose.
You don't.
Yeah,
You
because-
don't have to take the portal back.
I mean, the one that she has is the Apex of Mana.
Oh my god, so we can't even do that.
We can't even do it.
Oh no!
Good.
Well, that's prepared content. You can go there. There's maps there, right?
Yeah, but if she does it by herself, she'll
Oh
probably.
my
just
fucking god.
This is
That's
pure
so
Spirits
funny.
Rise fashion, Tom.
That's
so
Laughing,
funny.
okay?
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
so back to the roots.
Yeah. Oh.
This gives me.
We
Oh
laughed
yeah,
left,
there's a
right.
portal opening on my bag. We all teleport to the last area of the campaign, kind of shit.
We laugh to not cry. Yes, very good. Amazing. All right, so what's the plan, boys and girls, ladies
I
and
mean,
gentlemen?
Hickory, good morning.
yeah.
So I don't know. We gotta discuss it because it's like you guys the next day after the 24-hour period, Effie isn't with you, and it's like the whole plan was let's go to the Apex of Mana. Hey, guess who doesn't have those items? You know what I mean? And then you go, where's Effie? And then the natural course is, well, let's go find her. And the problem is,
We can't. So
We
Yeah.
won't.
We have no idea what happened.
Like, things are pretty much fucked.
Yeah, because we're kind of story locked. Because the angels are meant for 7 people. So if we took on an angel fight at 6, that's a serious disadvantage to us. So then we'd have to do non-boss content. So it's just kind of more building things up while the parallel quest line goes for X amount of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
And
either have. Go ahead.
I'll be real. I'm okay with Storm figuring out what's happening in the mirror realm, not during the session time that I'm here to play on. Like
Yeah.
I'm picturing that's going to take probably at least 2 to 3 sessions, so that's 6 to 9 hours. And I want to listen to that, but not while I'm here
Right.
supposed to be playing.
And the Arcadum schedule is full, so I don't imagine that a side solo session would be a thing.
I mean,
Then I'll
could
just
try.
retire the character.
I know I could try to do it. Like I'll just give up a day off. It's fine.
'Cause it would be awesome to hear
Yeah.
that, to hear
Yeah.
the world, the lore, to see Effie shine and all that. I think that would be phenomenal. I want to hear that. I'm just not willing to give up what I'm here to do. So if that happens in parallel, I think that's fantastic. And then we, the 6 of us, have to figure out what we're going to do in parallel to that because that drastically changes our options.
How does
Yeah.
time traverse in the mirror realm?
Isn't it different?
So time in the mirror realm mirrors the time in which you left.
Ah, okay.
So
Makes
it's
sense.
so each person is technically time locked to wherever they were from, dilation wise, which we have to go into because there's astral content on the board right now. So there's that.
So, like, my clock would be different from, say, Seino's clock? Or is it the time in the mirror that we went into?
The mirror that you left, that you entered through. Yeah. So that means that Effie is locked to Bandian time.
Nice. At least there's that.
To its dilation. So the time passage for her would be the same as the time passage for you guys.
Yeah,
which means
so
I don't have to worry.
Years.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about rapid aging, or that's the reason why I did that for the mirror realm, just to avoid that. But there is another option. There is one way to get her back, but you guys are going to have to fight an angel down a person.
Which one?
Oh.
Beatorn. Beatorn's one of Beatorn's loot pieces. The astral compass can bring her back.
A compass can?
Yeah, so the astral compass, what it does is it augments teleportation to allow it to be interplanar.
Oh my gosh!
Oh wow!
All right, so that might be That might be what we have to do.
What a reveal!
So
I didn't want to reveal that, but in the interest of keeping the game,
for my character,
in the interest of keeping the game going,
yes, the options.
That is
with that,
and it's not unrealistic that Harvaris recently communing with Beat would be able to figure that out. It is the navigator after all.
It's power level 11. It is in that different city, so we'd have to go to Ulswitz.
it would take that, and I guess that's the thing for Storm. That's something, and maybe there could be like in the session like some time to diverge either both ways, because it sounds like either Storm will miss out on those sessions, so we could do that, or there's like a little kind of in between, where kind of like a bounce back and forth to her in the mirror realm, and we're trying to fix it, kind of thing.
Well, this is about what the party wants to do, right? It's because they're going to react to Effie missing.
Yeah, it'll spark this whole thing to get Beatorn, I imagine.
Yeah, that's what I'm indicating, right?
Right.
Is that the party is naturally going to cover the course and role play through it, and we're going to do that. But my point is I'm trying to get us to like plan out what we're going to do, because it's going to take a incredible amount of work for me to get it ready. So
for prep,
for prep,
so that we definitely go and do it.
Yeah, look, man, it's wasting prep's part of the job, but this is pretty critical stuff because it soft story locks you guys kind of, and that's kind of the problem, right? Is because the angels are already a incredible challenge as they are with 7 people, and being down a person is going to be difficult, but it's really the only clean way I can see of getting Effie back. Now, as for her solo adventure in the Mirror Realm, like I could run that. I could just give up a day off and do that. And since it's just one person, game efficiency will be really high. So I could possibly go through 3 sessions worth of content in a single session.
And that way we can start planning to go after Beatorn, but if she shows up, then okay.
Yeah. Or if she dies or teleports away to Calcatesh, like, because that would change our status, you know.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this stuff, Storm? What you've heard so far?
I definitely hear and acknowledge what Lolly's saying, because I would feel very similar. So I definitely want to do the thing that's most efficient for everybody on the team. If that's prepping for Beatorn and then doing a side mission to kind of conclude what happens there, like I'm totally fine with that. If Arcadum, you're willing to do that.
I mean, it's part of the job. I got to do it. So it's it's just gonna take me a while, because I have to prep Beatorn, who's a complex as fuck fight, and she's still Pathfinderized, so I've got to make her for 5e. and then I have to prep your bonus content, which I'd have to get those maps made because
yeah, it's a workout.
I already did a quick check on my Patreons, and nobody I'm signed up with map-wise has mirror stuff. I found one that might work. I might have just the map team recolor it for me a little bit, but in either case, let's see what Saturday.
I'm also more than happy to do a lot of theater of the mind, so it's not too taxing.
Yeah.
Well, we need measurements and stuff, so I have to have maps. Let's see, it's
What do you think the likelihood of us beating Beatorn is?
6 people.
Yeah.
It's going to require perfect play.
Oh man.
I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's
That's exactly what we're good at.
With 7 people, it's going to be hard. With 6 people, you don't get to make mistakes.
Even though it's only a power level 11.
That's still big.
Yeah.
Yeah, only power level 11 is not really a correct comparison. And then the problem is that Beatorn is a very difficult boss to brute force too. Like.
Yeah, it's the one with the forced movement in one cardinal direction and only 15 feet of movement.
Hard lock movement and constellation. Like so positioning didn't matter in Radari. It was all random chance, right?
Yeah.
Positioning will matter an incredible amount in the Beatorn fight. So.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
As a player, I'm not opposed to doing a mini session so that Storm can get the mirror stuff worked out and us planning on fighting Beatorn. But I'm also kind of like hesitant. Like, I don't know that I want to go against an angel with only 6 players. I'd rather see Storm's stuff get figured out first so that we knew if Effie was going to be there or so that we knew if Storm was going to be like a random bandy and we pick up on the road, or something, right? Like another Storvexian, who knows, right? I'd rather have 7 people to go do it and just be confident that we had a new character if we needed a new character or the old character that we're expecting. But I don't know, that may just be me being kind of squeamish and feared.
I think the order of us prepping plus and then first seeing what happens to Effie is definitely I think advantageous at least, and then we still if it still requires us to do Beatorn, then we can still decide, right? If we do it with 6 people, with 7 people,
thing is something that could just be hand waved, but if she dies, we would have no way of knowing. She's gone.
That's the thing, because sorry if I'm interjecting.
Oh no, you're right. Go ahead.
Because this is all, of course, in the assumption that she is alive. But if she's dead, then all of this would have been almost for naught to prepare and potentially have to perfect play this angel and maybe survive it.
Well, maybe this is something we can get information from divination from so we can know in character.
Well, that's the idea. Is that
there's ways.
You divine where she is, and that it be revealed that there's a fluctuation, so that she went in the mirror realm. The problem is none of you are changelings, right?
Yeah.
So your ability to access it is not going to really be possible. Well, actually,
that's
you can continue, Rox. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, excuse me. But that's the thing, because I was looking through my spells as a cleric. I'm like, is there a possible way that because I know Effie personally, or not Luka does, could he be able to detect her or have an idea where she goes? So the divination, maybe. But I mean, I was kind of toying with the idea of what if Seino, if he had a hypothesis, or should I say my hypothesis is because the dream realm at least in my mind, I'm thinking like it's kind of a mirror. So maybe there's some way for him to be able to figure something out about accessing or finding a way to the mirror realm, and we might be able to help her that way, but that's just my assumption, my hypothesis. I don't know if that's factual or
the one thing I was thinking of that would make sense at least for Seino to do, which would maybe lead into some information, would be that like he still assumes that Effie is connected like to the dream as everybody else is kind of. So he can like try to access it and try to like get information either via trying to locate itself and then realizing that maybe she's severed from the dream at the moment and not like reachable, or like contacting Owen and Ward himself basically and trying to get information via those gods. That there would be one. Yeah.
Because
also,
go ahead.
I just wanted to say it also, like, at least in my mind, it kind of makes sense that we maybe get at least a little bit information since the compass, the compass of Beertorn is interplanar.
Yeah.
Not interplanetary. It's planar. Those are two different things.
Planar. Yeah, planar. Yeah, my pronunciation was just bad. But that would mean that he could at least like kind of access information outside the current plane of existence, right? So I guess like maybe that's some kind of way to at least maybe see if she is still in the same plane as us by using divination with Beaton,
like,
right?
If not, Luka is like, hey, let me call the Grey Gods real quick and try to see if Sreggop's girlfriend is still, on the line. Maybe that way.
Exactly. Yeah, if Beaton says that the answer to the divination, I cannot reach her at the moment. We're like, wait, the fuck?
Like, where is she at? Maybe we can glean that since we do know as like as character wise that she has an affinity towards that.
Hold up.
I'm holding.
I think I just remembered something.
Oh.
Oh. I'm holding.
Check something real.
I'm pause champing.
Pause champ.
What were you gonna say, Essie?
Well, I can't exactly remember, but which time with the witches did Effie learn about her brother? Was that when we were on Baba Yaga, or was that like in the embassy?
That was at the embassy, and then I think she asked a follow-up question to the Witch Queen about it.
Do you remember if it was when Sera was with you or when Maelie was with you?
I'm pretty sure it was Maelie.
I think so too.
Wasn't it Maelie and Seino?
Well.
Oh yeah, at least for the Witch Queen, Seino would be there.
Because that could be something else. If we divine that you're in the mirror realm, we would know enough about changelings to know that they're mirrors by now. We've been around you long enough, yeah? More or less. Or at the very least, if it was said in front of Maelie and Seino that, hey, you need to go find your brother, we might be able to contact the witches and be like, help.
I mean, personally, this is my take on it, is you guys prep to potentially fight Beatorn. Effie goes and does her mirror realm adventure, and either she lives or she dies, right? And if she dies, then I create a new character that rolls on in, and then you're up 7. Like, this is me above table just laying out some ideas of how I see things going down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was kind of the plan then.
I've been looking for a reason to fight Beatorn. I like this. He knows things, and things I want to know.
Books is like, I've been waiting for this.
That is
the
my
dice have
vote.
decided.
I vote on that as well. Again, reason to fight Beatorn, but I also want to hear what Arcadum's also cooking something, so I want to hear that too.
Well, I'm looking through what spells are on the table right now because we got a couple of ways. There are devils, daemons, and demons. I believe there's a daemon that has humanoid polymorph. He could turn into a changeling and open the mirror realm for you guys. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember.
Wait, just follow her.
Lolly, how does like your teleport and stuff work? Is it only for like people around you? Like, can you teleport other people?
So I can teleport up to 8 people. The absolute key is what you heard him mention earlier. I can only currently teleport within the same plane of existence, which in our campaign generally means on the planet we're on right then. I can't go planet to planet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Nor plane to plane.
Yeah, which is why what Arcadum mentioned
yeah.
about that compass, that is, and I understand why he, because that is massive for my character. Because that's also, so the Keymaster stuff that she got too, that level up means that I can bring, I think it was everybody who is within her range, like any sort of teleportation ability she has, she can just bring everybody with her. She's an Omega teleport. The problem, which I haven't said this because a lot of this is going to have to come out in RP, Sera would actually not go get Effie, even if she found out that Effie was like kidnapped or stolen or anything, because Sera's now looking at, the scales, right? And it's too far on one side now where either Sera or the overall group has had to go rescue Effie. So Sera wouldn't go. She sees her as too much of a weak link. If she can't get herself out, Sera's not going to go get her.
Which I think is very fair.
Yeah, that's in character.
That's fair. One thing I'm wondering about, crazy question about blank and going to the ethereal realm. What the correlation? If you just
ethereal realm is the dream.
It's the dream, and I guess how you would see that as like a different doorway of like if the door closed behind her and she blinks and she goes to the ethereal realm, what if she sees? I guess.
She's gonna have to find that out. I can't answer that for her.
Interesting.
But if if Sera's just not gonna help, then I will close the daemon path. There is a daemon.
No, Sera wouldn't get a daemon just for that. I could see the path on if she finds out in character about that compass, and then it's simple for her to teleport there and go get Effie, then that's different than having to go on this big long thing to go get it. Like if she gets that massive gain of a compass in the path to go get Effie, then she would do it.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That makes sense.
No, they can. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I was reading some of the old notes here, and the domain stones. I had to check if they could cross realms, but they can. So, alrighty, looks like looks like people have kind of settled on what we're gonna do. So I will.
Did everybody agree on the Beatorn?
I have a question really on behalf of Essie. So since we're down to 6, are we able to have like 2 ally slots? Like, can we hire a mercenary to fit in?
Arcadum fighting against itself.
Well, you have a ally slot, but no, I can't give you another one.
Then I think what we'll do, guys, is having the daemon was not useful for that angel.
Come on, that's fair.
I think we absolutely need to find a much more potent ally for this, because then there'll be, I'm doing air quotes, at 7, and I think we come at it through the angle of probably finding a local, because we're going to need all the digital help we can get.
True.
Yeah.
You could reincarnate into Lucky.
And he is resilient.
I don't know if this is an option, but I think it would be super cool if Storm was able to then play that mercenary for the combat if she wanted.
Oh, that's a great idea.
I mean, yeah, we can do that. That's fun.
That's cool.
Any problem with that.
What do you think about that, Storm?
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the idea of whatever happens on this side mission is going to determine a lot of different things, meaning either Effie lives or she dies. which then, if there is a mercenary that comes in, maybe that's serendipity of a new character or whatnot. So I'm in the boat of like, I think the side thing is going to determine a lot of what happens for that next session.
What are you saying, Essie?
Yeah.
I want to be at 7 people selfishly, right? As a player, I don't want to die to an angel and lose the story because we're undermanned when we could have fought an angel and been totally fine, you know?
It does sound like it, but it possibly, if Arcadum could build at least a decent enough digital Bandian character that Storm could play, that kind of is like 7 players in a way.
Yeah, and I'm cool with something like that happening. I'm okay with it.
To be clear, I have mercenaries that you can hire. Like, that's not a problem, right?
Yeah.
It's just
It's not a fully kitted out player like we are.
Yeah, it's not going to be as powerful as you. It's not a player character. It's an NPC. They don't have traveler souls. But I mean, it's still better than nothing. Don't get me wrong. But it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
All right. I understand that concern. I think
I
we
would
do.
Also say. Thinking about what I was going to say.
You guys are so cute.
I think what's yeah, so I think what should be considered here is I'm gonna run this solo thing probably, I guess, Wednesday. This Wednesday. Does that day work for you, Storm?
Yeah.
What time?
I'm looking at my calendar. I can do any time after 4 p.m. Eastern, so that's 3 p.m. your time.
All right. How about Thursday?
Thursday, I'm free anytime after hold on, I'm trying to convert. 3:30 my time, so that's 2:30 your time. I can also do early.
How early is early?
Like 9 a.m. my time, so 8 a.m. yours.
Well, if that's the case, I might do something early. Might be the easiest. Yeah. I should be able to prep it in time. Let's soft do that. If I can't do that time, then we'll do the later afternoon one. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I predict we would be able to, just the two of us, finish the content in about 2 hours.
Sounds good.
Whether she lives or she dies.
Yeah, that should be good. All right, cool. Got you locked in on that. We'll do that. I'll prep that up for the Mirror Realm adventure. As for the rest of you, let's go ahead and do the roleplay to get us there, unless anybody else has anything to say.
So
I think I still need to explain to the party what I did, so we could probably get through that.
Yeah.
That's old news books.
That's okay. I'm fine with that. Let's just blow past all that.
Hey, guess what I did?
We don't care. It's
something.
fun. Okay, perfect.
I
mean, at that point, like, what's the scale of importance to that?
I am so okay with that. You have no idea. Go ahead.
I did sweep it under the rug. It is nothing. No,
It is nothing. Time to pound, Mulu.
Go ahead, Rainzz. What are you saying?
I legitimately think Books has felt guilty like the last 7 days and has been sweating over what to say.
What do you? Why would you say that? What makes you? Shut up. All right, Rainzz. What were you saying? I think Rainzz was saying something. I think we should listen to Rainzz. What?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention 200, 201.
Nice.
Far away, Mulu feels challenged.
Yeah. Suddenly,
figured out how to
Mulu
close
feels
the
like
door.
202.
All right.
So yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So we will do the roleplay of the party. Are you walking back or teleporting?
They'd be teleporting.
Okay.
So whenever Sera's 24 hours is up, that's when she'd go get everybody.
Okay, 24 hours is up. You gather up everybody. Are you taking any Pokemon with you?
Oh, come on.
At this stage, with what she knows, she would bring her collection.
I am.
I was
Hello.
going to call him a
Hello.
harem, and then I
Hello.
realized what that meant.
Hello.
Hello.
Miss anybody? Everybody's
So,
there.
where's Effie? It's time to go.
I have no idea. Probably in her room.
She'll use Moto to... Is that even within 90 feet? Haha! Within a 90 feet, she'll do a little, what are those cones called that you put in your mouth that you announce things with?
Megaphone?
Megaphone?
A megaphone. She'll telepathically megaphone. Effie, it's time to go. Effie, come to the principal's office.
There is
You're in trouble.
no response.
You got to do it like she does it. You got to be, well, annoying with it. You got to be Effie.
She'll clear her throat.
Effie, Effie,
Yes.
Effie, Effie,
Yes, exactly like that.
Effie.
Ooh, ear splitting. Ooh, good.
Guiding bolt.
So she'll look around. All right, come on, let's go. Let's go see if she's in her room.
No, us boys will sit here.
I can literally control everyone but Essie.
Wait for me, guys.
I
She
shall
won't
never.
knock at this point. She's annoyed that she's been ignored, so she'll. Oops, sorry.
Oh,
Seino.
I'm
She'll
getting
tentacle slap the door open.
Be
All right.
careful, you might see tits.
Good.
All right,
Well.
as you walk in, you will
Hmm.
not see her.
She'll look at this bed. Is it made?
Oh, fuck. Just
Is it-
remembered something. Oh my god, I just remembered something.
Is it safe to look inside?
Moto
The
had...
familiar bond.
Moto,
Mhm.
no, Moto has the recording thing. He's a mirror! Yes! I fucking forgot about it! Oh! He can record! Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Hold on.
Remember that hour of time we were planning?
Sorry.
It's all Moto's fault.
Dude, there's so much
Blame
shit
Moto.
going on. He has the record ability. Hold on, let me go read it real quick.
We
What a
blame
good
Moto for
little
this.
familiar.
He doesn't brag about his powers often enough.
No.
Well,
It's under Path as above. Here, I'll put it in chat.
Path.
there's a no one here, not Luka.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Peekaboo?
Ooh, very
Oh.
pink.
I wonder if she went off to the portal without us.
Now that would be silly. Why would she go by herself?
It wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, you are right.
But it's
about
quite
that.
odd. It's an odd place of time to go.
When's the last time you saw her?
I saw her doing jumping jacks right before I started my communion with my brooch. So nearly 24 hours ago, a little bit less than that. I guess I commune a little bit faster.
I also saw her doing jumping jacks. But then I got distracted by the elevator.
What?
Yes.
Last
She'll
time I
pull
saw her
her
was
hands
when
up
we
in there.
arrived and we were talking to Gobbledygook.
She'll pull Handsome in and see if he has any sort of blood, not sensing, sniffing. Sorry, guys, my brain's not working too well. She'll take one of the
Handsome will start sniffing and barking at the mirror. Moto. Moto will inform Sera. Sera, there's some weird magic going on in that mirror.
Remember the last time you went through Miyamoto? That was such a headache. She'll study this mirror. I got all sorts of goodies. Let me just do a regular Arcana. And she's got Detect Magic, too.
Yeah. Well, as you study the mirror, you can see...
Rolling it all out.
There's no need for the template. Okay.
I didn't say to put it down, okay? It just does it.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Boom!
All right.
You sense the magic on the pool table.
Okay, so you detect that there has been conjuration and divination magic present within the mirror. You also sense the Fey energy left, the very small amount left behind by Effie. At this point, you know it's Effie because you've been around her, that you can recognize her arcane scent, so to speak.
She just scowls, and she will absentmindedly pick up this pillow, and she's going to hold it like a teddy bear. It seems Effie's gone through the mirror. Where? I do not know.
Through the mirror?
Why?
I've only seen mirror teleportation. Well, perhaps that's the wrong word. Mirror walking before once, and it was by accident. Which is, I believe, when you first met him.
I totally fucking forgot he had...
My super juiced up familiar. He's such a good boy.
Well, I have some good news.
Okay.
It's sufficient to my satisfaction. Moto will say, want me to go get her?
Well, why would she go in there in the first place? Perhaps she wants to be there. She looks at the rest of the group, which is in a straight line.
His head peeking through.
Yeah.
Well, we know from Calcatech, I would know enough about like what Effie is to be like, oh, mirrors are kind of her thing, right?
You don't think her mirror's cursed, do you? Like
Nope.
someone yanked her through?
That ain't cursed. I would have known.
Oh, well, that's reassuring.
Yeah.
Well, she'll most likely be back.
No mirror demons either.
Such a shame.
The thing is, if she chose to go through it, that would mean that, at least since she didn't tell us, she would have thought that she came back in time for us to get her back. If not, she would have told us at least that she's gonna be away.
Oh.
So, I feel like something went wrong.
Is there a note? She does like leaving notes.
Still
Looks around the
room.
room.
I don't see one.
Well, hopefully she returns soon. We do have things to do. And the boys are waiting for us.
I think at least getting a report of why she would be in, like, at least we would, if Moda can just, like, I guess, at least ask to see why, like, if she's planning to stay there a longer time, then we at least know, right?
The mirror realm is a dangerous place. I don't think it's one.
That's not so good.
I know little of it. Tell me.
Well, so it was a place created when changelings were first made. It's kind of an offshoot realm of the Feywild. But there's a lot of stuff in there. See, because when they made it, or at least when it was made, it copied creation, kind of, but not in the same way. How can I explain this? So it's like the world is reflected in on itself from the life that could have been and the life that isn't, but never the life that is, right? So if you go inside of it and you're alive, the entities there are trying to become alive. So they try to take your life so they can become alive. Yeah.
Like a swap.
Something like that, yeah. That's why mirror demons, those little rascals, what they'd like to do is to go in there and trap people in the mirror realm by swapping their lives with them.
They have souls, the ones in the mirror trying to get out.
No. Which is what makes them so dangerous. They're not really something that you can reason with. Although, the strange thing is that changelings, at least from what I remember, are supposed to be able to go in and out. It's like a hidden chamber for them. But, last I've heard, the realm of the lost, what it's referred to as, well, it was lost. Lack of a better word.
Sera will chew on her lip. Are you able to get in there and get out?
Well, I mean, as long as something is connected to me and it doesn't leave the mirror completely unabated, yeah. Like, I'll need, like, a rope, something.
She'll rifle through her familiar pockets. He's got a thing. Let me go look. Aha! This one. Can I... Oh, nope. Same plane of existence. Never mind.
An actual rope can work.
Does anyone have rope?
Moto will look at the cowgirl.
I mean,
Hilarious, such a mundane.
look,
What
why are
is
you
the
looking at
risk to
me?
you, Moto?
He will look back at Sera. What?
What is the risk to you? I do
Well,
not. I
I'm
will
bound
not
to
raise
you, so you can just resummon me.
I will be able to resummon you from there, the
You
realm
should-
of the
you-
lost.
You should be able to.
Are you confident?
About 70%.
I will not risk you.
You can
for
definitely summon me through the open mirror, so just put a tentacle in there. It won't close as long as something organic's in the way. Or something connected to something that's organic. It's supposed to simulate the silver thread in astral projection.
Oh, it'll click for her. She gets it now.
There we go.
Talking spells.
Oh, I have to be the DM and Moto, so I can't like, just
Yeah.
tell her the info.
Yeah.
Like, there it is.
Well, I suppose you could go and take a look around. If she's not within sight, then we leave her.
You'd also just cast Sending.
Sera just shrugs her shoulder.
Do you not want to do that?
She looks at not Luka. Sera's never had sending. She's only ever used it through Vodo.
Oh, I'm yes, I know. I'm talking to Luka.
Oh, okay.
Hey, clown!
Yes, sorry.
Hello? Are you there?
Oh, I was processing this information. Sorry.
Do you do that a lot? You just stand around silently processing?
Yes.
Haven't you seen him do that? It's been.
No, I
a
haven't
long
seen
time.
anything, Sera. I don't have eyes.
She rolls her own eyes.
I
Did you see
can't do
that?
that anyway.
See? You saw it.
I could hear it.
She picks him up by the horns and jiggles him around.
Anyway, hey, you can cast Sending, right?
Oh, yes, I can.
Well, if you hold on, or rather, come over here and put me on. He'll turn into a hat.
Oh, I don't know if I have enough headspace adornments for you, but we'll try.
It's a sombrero.
Do I fancy? He kind of poses a little bit.
Ooh, caliente.
Oh, you look fantastic.
Oh wow.
Tequila.
All right, now
Tequila.
just lean through really carefully.
Okay, and he leans carefully.
Maelie will hold on to one of the jingle bells on the edge of not Luka's cloak so that he doesn't like get sucked in.
He
Seino-
tentatively. Oh, go
Yeah,
ahead.
Seino would hold the other end of his like scythe, like his like the stump at the bottom, and just like hold it in so it cannot close.
Okay, so as Luka is leaning in through the mirror, as it was opened by Moto's record ability, a little sombrero pops through into the mirror space. All right, it looks clear. Luka starts to lean all the way in.
Yes. Oh, ooh, it's quite interesting in here,
All right,
guys.
it's been a few hours, but Effie would still be walking around at this point, so she wouldn't have reached the city outskirts yet. So go ahead and cast Ending.
Yes, hold on. Da-da-da-da-dum. Pink.
All right, 25 word. Go. And just so you know, ooh counts as a word.
Of course it does.
25 words. Oh, Jeebus.
Oh, gee. Oh, mighty Jeebus.
Please just make it 25 words of ooh.
Not sorry that.
Just mentally torture Effie.
This is quite spacious in here. Ooh. Wait, am I already sending? I don't. Cuts off.
I'm counting how many words I'm using for what I want to say.
Make sure one ooh is in there.
No, at least 14 oohs.
Yeah, only get 11 words.
Well,
I have to pay the clown tax.
The ooh tax.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I think I got it. Hello, Effie. Can you hear me? We are looking for you, and you have gone missing. Follow my voice if you can.
Effie, you hear that?
Do I know if it's real or not?
Yes.
Which one? Is it real or not?
Yes, it's real.
Okay. Hold on. I can respond back in 25 words, right?
25 words.
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
Yes. Ooh.
Yeah. I used all 25. 5 of them were oohs.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Just starts aping out at you.
He reverted back to his wild shape.
Yeah, what a perfect time for polymorph.
Polymorphs into
That would be an
monkey.
unfortunate time to become Uka.
Oh my god.
God, that was so funny. Oh my
God. I miss Uka.
Do
We need upgraded Uka.
do you have to recast this every single time?
Or is
I mean,
there
I
an
could-
open line?
Either
I
way,
think
it doesn't
it was
matter.
the
All right.
I was say, I'm like, you can respond back, but if there's more I need to say, then I have to recast it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna hear back. Hi, Luka. it's your girl Effie. Sreggop has responded to my text in this realm, and it's great here! Exclamation point.
Oh my god.
All right. Can they hear me outside from my head?
I'm
being
sorry.
up?
I'm sorry. What did you say?
What did I say?
Yeah,
She's
what did you
baiting.
say?
She's baiting.
Hi, Luka. It's your girl Effie. Sreggop has responded to my text in this realm, and it's great here!
Exclamation point.
Exclamation point.
Exclamation point. Now, is that if? Okay. Well, it sounds like her. I don't. Can I pop my head back out, or is this just like a
No,
one-time
you
thing?
can go back. I mean, it stays
Oh.
open for as long as it's maintained. So.
Oh, okay, cool. So now Luka just leans out and then looks at the rest of the party. She says that Sreggop responded to her and she's having a great time in there. I don't know what that means. It feels like that's coded.
Well, it sounds like she's there on purpose.
Perhaps. Do you want me to ask her something else?
I'd ask her if she's okay with leaving her date to come back and fix other problems that we've got going on.
Yeah, ask her if she still if she wants to stay there or want to follow through with the plan that we had.
Like, I get it. I understand the lawning and the missing and stuff. I'd hate to cut that short, but
We kind of need her.
want to get going.
Okay, so urgency then. He pops his head back in and recasts sending.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right.
It's fizzly when I poke my head back in.
Sera will direct Handsome to just destroy
Okay.
everything over here.
Eats the freaking bed.
Poopy butthole.
Like leg.
All right. Pokes his head back in. That's delightful. You're having fun. But we have things to do. Please return. Now.
That was forceful. Please
Return
return.
now.
I like to imagine that like for a short moment at the end it was like please return and then his face his mask changes now.
Jerry
and then it
Clown
becomes
mask.
happy again.
Can you repeat that message for me?
Yes. Glad you're having fun. But please return. We have things to do. Now.
I'm thinking of my response.
The Google at the end just does it for me.
Yeah. Please return now.
I
love
love
it.
Clown Luka so much.
Yeah.
I think everybody enjoys playing Clown Luka as much as
I
Roxafellah.
can't wait to see Arcadum play Cloud Luka.
One of my favorite interactions was when Luka asked Maelie, "Do you want advantage? Why use magic missile sword of guiding bolt?"
It's the best.
Every time I say that, I curl my hand up and do a little point.
Guiding
Guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt.
I just cut her off, cast guiding bolt anyway.
It's been so fun being silly as him.
Oh,
Not
that's
gonna
very
lie.
true. Sera would comment on Maelie, you're looking much improved. I'm glad to see it.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Luka definitely helped a lot. Or sorry, not Luka, but he I didn't ever ask him what exactly he did, but I think he cast some magic. There was light coming out of his eye holes in his mask, and it was like instantaneous. I just totally felt better.
Speaking of, she'll squirm around. I
I
bet
like-
it was the spell form of these. She'll hold out the 2 potions of greater restoration. I made
Ooh.
these for you.
Yes, I made these.
I made them.
I did.
Wow.
I
It
did
was
it.
me, Barry.
So they're potions, not syringes.
Are we able to make them as syringes? If they're syringes, she would have made them for
Mm-mm.
Maelie.
No, they're potions. They gotta be
Yeah,
potions.
just potions.
Okay. Well, thank you. Are they going to do the same thing that Luka did?
I would assume so. Were you instantly restored the damage you took?
Oh wow. Well,
Quite potent.
I mean,
They will
That's
also
kinda
touch your
cool.
thigh in a creepy way.
ooh. But will it feel like a tentacle instead of a hand?
Who knows?
She'll
Maybe.
just smile at
God.
Maelie.
Well, I really appreciate it, and I think it'll be. Well, I'm kind of excited. I was a little worried about how fast I was wearing myself out, but if I could replenish it and then keep fighting with y'all, that's pretty helpful. I'm I'm looking forward to this.
I appreciate the trust you put in me to pull the trigger, so to speak.
Well, what are friends for? And she'll accept the potions.
Pull my devil trigger.
I'm ready to go.
Okay, what's your response?
Hi, Luka. Do you think Seclucus will ever respond to me in the other realm? What if I'm prettier here? I'm sad, but okay. BRT.
Okay, BRT is not one word. It is 3
It's
words.
one word.
No, it is not. It is 3 words.
It's an acronym.
I don't care. It is 3 words.
Just send B.
B. Yeah, I'll just put B then.
B. B.
B.
Okay, B.
B.
you say
I've
that one more
actually
time?
had this conversation before, and the other person got so mad at me. Like, it was crazy. This was years ago, though.
You farted.
What do you mean I can't use acronyms?
It was what?
BART.
You're not
Why?
muted?
Because I gotta.
No, you're there. We hear you.
To be fair, I don't even know what that means. IRL.
Okay.
Oh,
Me
be right there.
either.
Ah, I got it.
Good one,
My
good one,
brain
Rainzz.
worked.
Good one, Rainzz. You did it.
It's short for
We're
Bert.
proud of you.
Now, what does
I've-
B
like,
right there
I-
sound like in German, Rainzz?
Bin gleich da.
Bert.
Inglaste?
Ja, bin gleich da.
Oh, it's glach.
Ja, gleich.
Glach.
Yeah, Arcadum?
Yeah, big glach.
God.
He died for a
Bin
second there.
gleich.
Big glach.
Died.
Okay. All right. Well,
I would appreciate
Effie,
Arcadum's
do you
attempts.
return to the mirror's portal?
How do I do that?
You turn around and walk the opposite direction you've been walking.
I guess.
Okay.
Hooray! Moto saves the day.
Jesus
God.
Christ.
Man,
Huzzah.
that one ability.
I have one particular question.
What's up?
Looking through the mask, what does whatever transient part of the mirror realm, what does that look like?
Please.
Oh.
Please
Well-
stop.
We just saved it. We just saved it.
All right.
Now that the problem is solved, let me press this button.
As you activate the mask and look at it through the Harlequin sight, what you will see are how would I describe this? It is as if you were looking at a stained glass window, and each of the stained murals are the souls of Fae. trapped in a glass that is constantly dancing in the light. You see that many of them look eerily similar to Effie, perhaps depicting their kin. And far off in the distance, you will see the shining semblance of a city, revealed to the Harlequin's sight.
Oh.
Oh. Dancing in the moonlight.
Can I recognize Effie's signature, or are they all like just the same? Like,
Well,
because
they're
some...
changelings.
Yeah.
That's what you think they are, but you don't see Effie.
Oh, okay. The city
Oh,
that's
actually,
far off. Oh.
You would see Effie, but Effie isn't trapped. He's currently walking back from very far away.
Come now. We're waiting.
All that Effie sees is a clown with a sombrero on,
Just poking,
So-
his head
poking
the
through
wall.
like a ball of light in the air.
Within this journey that's, I guess, like super dangerous, like what's been happening?
Up until this point, you've just been walking across an open, blank white space. Almost as if between two mirrors. One that is the sky and one that is the ground in which you walk. Up until this point, you would be following the pull of the calling, having nothing else to really use as any stimulus. And that's what you've been doing, is just kind of wandering towards where this call is taking you.
She's been in a Jack
Up to this
Sparrow
point.
sequence on the sand.
How like heavy is this pull?
It's the same one as if being called to you by your hag mother.
Gaia, okay.
I would say that it feels different, though. It's not the same as that, but there is definitely a call into it. That's what you would have been following up to this point.
Okay.
Basically, you didn't get to the danger yet, which is good. Oh boy.
Man.
Come on, walk a little bit faster.
Okay.
Effie's shuffling her feet.
Eventually, after a few hours pass, Effie arrives back to the mirror in which she walked through and can re-enter this realm.
Luka reaches out and tries to grab her hand to pull her through.
Effie grimaces.
What? You're not happy to see a friend?
Ugh.
What? You have disgust for me now?
You were in my head
Yo, this place is your head?
when you were talking to me.
Oh, yes, I was trying to get a message to you. Did you just come back from the city over there?
I don't know where I was, but whatever it was very happy for me.
Oh, I'm so sorry, but we have things to do. Maybe you can come back later. Now come now. Tries to grab her.
You grab her tit instead.
She just dodges into it.
Well,
Whoopsie.
Give her the
grabs the
old
cloth
grip,
next to her,
grip
shirt.
and yoink.
Grip and yoink her shirt.
Uncanny dodge into boob grab.
Here she is. Takes off sombrero hat.
Welcome back.
I'm sure there'll be no consequences for this.
Oh,
we were
yes.
worried about you.
Editor's note, there would be.
I'm sure this will be fine.
All right. Good to see you.
Shall we connect back
all.
to the others?
What happened to my bedroom?
Sera's pulled everybody out except for Handsome. And she's just let him just rampage everywhere.
Effie grabs the dog. Starts pulling him.
Peas.
Effie grabs him and rubs his nose in it. No.
He starts eating it.
Ooh,
And the car.
Oh wow, he's eating his own pee. And then she pulls him all the way out.
Well.
I'm a hat. Hello.
And then she closes the door.
She doesn't really say much. Was that intentional?
Yep.
She looks at everyone else. Well, and she looks back at Effie. What did you find?
2 giant mirrors, one on top, one on bottom. I was the middle of a long sandwich, or one of those cookies that have the little filling in it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
What were you looking for?
My brother.
Oh, she'll perk up. Effie's talked to her a couple of times about it. He's in there.
Apparently so.
It's very dazzling, his home, I must say.
We heard from Modo that it's dangerous in there, so we decided to look for you.
Well, I'm not injured. It didn't seem very dangerous to me.
Is that a higher priority than folly?
Effie shrugs. We could all just live there if, Folly finally completes his arc.
In that dazzling city.
Yes.
That's very nice.
Did you just say completes his arc in character?
Yes. Well, the arc meaning when you described to Effie the 7-pointed star in which the Herald stopped at one part of the arc, and that Folly needs to complete the rest of the arc to destroy existence. That's what she's referring to, not like a character arc.
I see.
Yeah.
I knew what you meant, Storm.
Thank you. I appreciate
I
that.
believed in you.
Oh yeah, that because I didn't. Yeah,
I believed in you.
You know me.
Oh, well, if she
believing
stays,
in
she
people.
stays.
That's me.
If she dies, she dies.
Well,
Right.
do you want to go back to band, or do you want to keep pursuing your brother?
Effie shrugs. I mean, I was walking in there for a handful of hours, as you guys saw. Took me a while to walk there and back. I didn't encounter anything that was to my liking, I guess. And you know how I don't like walking aimlessly with no direction.
She nods. She knows. Usually Effie is very like, what's it called when you're only after like one thing? Like focus.
Single-minded.
Yes, like a determined single-mindedness. Yes, you're usually quite on task.
And if my brother didn't want to talk to me, I mean, I guess, fuck him.
Sorry you couldn't find him.
She'll root around. I had the gnomes make a potion of speed, Effie. I had you in mind. Would you like
I love speed.
She'll pull out the drugs.
She looks at the baggie and nods.
Oops, hit cancel. Sorry.
It's okay.
Send. I could do this. Yay!
My brethren are of help.
Well, shall we go?
Let's
I'm
do
trying
it.
to put them out.
Although, in that realm, she kind of looks down at her seckle phone, and you see her kind of scowl and her eyes tear up, and then she puts the seckle phone away.
He talked to you recently, didn't he? You mentioned
No.
a specific angel he wanted us to go find.
That was a long time ago.
She'll pull on one of her tentacle horns. That was 3 days.
That was so long ago.
Well, have you prayed to him?
Well, yeah, recently.
What do you say?
Nothing.
Maybe you should pray to him when you're stealing something. Maybe, like, actively doing it. It seems like stealing is like, wow. The most...
When was the last time you prayed, Sera?
I've been avoiding it because he wants something that you have.
Why does it have to be him?
Who do you think I should pray to?
Oh, you know, you have Woad, you have Larita, you have a Lockenhigh, who might be up your alley. You guys look very similar.
She'll scowl.
Effie nods.
I do not think the insanity is not something I wish to explore.
But it's not you becoming insane. He's also very knowledgeable. The dark truth, they call him.
I was thinking about asking. What's his nickname? Father Fear?
Yeah.
Father Fear. Yeah.
I was thinking about talking to Father Fear about. Oh, that reminds me. She'll look at everyone, including Bright Eyes, who's just looming over there, lurking. Those absolute territories. They spear all planes of existence, including the dream, including the hells, including everything. I suppose that is one of the major reasons that the gods are irked by the Taladani. I wanted to ask Father Fear if that was something, well, try to trade knowledge with him.
Sure.
Keep me updated on it. I would be interested.
That's what you would like to do.
I also figured out that, when I teleport around, it's through the dream. I never really knew that before.
Effie nods. When I go to the ethereal plane, I have a little cozy nook inside of the dream. You know, when I blink in and out of existence.
She'll look towards Seino.
I missed the dream.
I used to be so frightened of the dream. It seemed like chaos personified, but it seems like there is some order to it.
You just have to know your way.
Should we check on the men?
We did.
Yes,
I
are
think
we
it was
going or
about time.
not?
Humana. Spawns race cars.
Do I know?
She'll circle everybody up, put a race car in everybody's foot.
There's a kick.
We part in the ground and we die.
We go to the center of the earth.
Yep.
Currently teleporting.
Sera specifically takes a pillow from Effie's bed with her. She just carries it.
Effie allows it to happen.
All right.
Knowing Effie, she has like 1 million pillows.
Yep, they're all under the bed.
All right. And in here we have ting 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 ting. Who?
204. 205.
And then
Just a
there's
pool of
an
sweat.
explosion of energy.
Hello,
When they-
we're back.
Oh,
When-
good. Harvaris has something to tell you.
Sera,
I'll be right over here with Misha.
Tentacles put away.
Just as interesting as a little excursion.
He just threw him out of the butt.
What do you have to tell us, Harvaris?
He will kind of look to the party. Something has happened within the time that you have dispersed yourselves. I will make it brief for you. The Onyx are on to us. They sent. You recall last time. He looks to make sure Misha can't hear. We saw an Onyx do his job. Yes, upon our travel to this temple. Yes, you remember this one?
Nod.
She
Yes.
slow
Yeah.
blinks.
Mm-hmm.
So, this one here, he has found himself upon our temple. It seems he is aware of Misha's disappearance. There is good and bad news. The good news is, it doesn't seem he suspects us for Dara's disappearance at this time, but he was looking for Minsha, and I will be straight with you in this regard. I made the promise to Minsha that I would not let such a thing happen, and anger guided my decision. I told him that he would not leave alive, but he did, in fact. He escaped us.
So you promised death and then let your quarry escape.
That is correct. I was certain, Mulu and I felt confident we could take him down, even question him, perhaps, and bring him back, but he injected himself with something of not this nature, and he ran away. We tried to pound with Mulu, but it was no good. We could not catch him.
No.
Well, I was able to locate an object of which he carried. It seems he went back to his congregation over at the Onyx, the same place that we found ourselves. But I was able to divine, I was able to pray to Betorn for answers. It appears, from what I can gather, it does not seem that they're on to us within the next week. At least I can hope and such.
You've had a busy day.
It has been very busy. Again, I feel apologies must be made, as my oath to Minsha guided my decision. I saw what he did to her brother, and it guided my anger, and for that, I apologize for putting jeopardy upon our mission and our oath. Please accept my forgiveness.
I do not understand. Why did you... How is the mission jeopardized? Beyond trying to defend a child.
It is not more or less that it is, but it is the aspect of I have made decisions without your regard, and the target as such got away. Again, Radare is unknown to them, but they will come back, this to be certain. Not within 7 days, but this temple is not safe. You see this, yes?
So they are interested in the temple.
They are interested in Minsha and Mulu and myself. Obviously, as we had,
we revealed ourselves as serifs, and now they know we are here. The problem is they will come, and we need this place for the purification of other angels.
Sera will put her... Sorry, go ahead.
I think we could have taken him. We almost had him, and then he escaped.
Sera will move her right hand up to her temple. And you know that motion when someone like smooths out their eyebrows because they're just like...
Yeah, like you're stressed out.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that it's not just about defending the child. You revealed that you're the outlaws that they have been looking for.
I look mad at Mulu.
Listen,
Yes.
if we're putting it on the table, we are putting it all on the table. There's no reason for minimalism in our explanations.
It sounds to me that it was your principles that guided you, not the protection of the child.
It was a mixture of both. Any questions you have, I will answer with honesty, and I appreciate your honesty, Mulu. I don't want to mitigate anything, but regardless, the Onyx, they will come for us, yes? Not within 7 days, but surely in time.
I have some immediate ideas, but that is my one question to you. What do you think we should do about this?
Let's go in question. Well, it is lucky in this regard if Beatorn is correct, and I believe so. She is the navigator, as you will, of prophecy. I believe in such. If we are given this time, we could fortify, perhaps even go upon your... he gestures his hand. How you say, extra... help me, please. Your...
training.
Sure.
The power seeking.
I looked at Effie. Effie, you explained this before to us. Please, help me.
the quest, the mission.
Sure, if this is quest mission, yes, whatever. We can fortify our strengths, yes. In regard, I've been doing tinkering myself. I've fortified my sword here. I'm feeling more confident in combat. Perhaps building ourselves up, yes.
That's what the reward for finishing this mission is, I think.
So your proposal is to leave the area that you revealed.
If Beathorn is correct, I was made sure I asked very carefully if they would prepare forces upon us. If I'm correct, which I believe I am, we will be safe as long as we do not take more than 7 days. You see?
Are we leaving the child here?
We should.
I believe it is a matter of party discretion. If we wish to leave Misha protected underground with the pelvis, it is an option, or we take the child. But I do not want to put her in harm. No.
She is far too useful. I have yet to explore her ability to remove corruption.
I have a question. Did you reveal our location when you asked Beertone?
Excellent question, the Boulder. I was very clear that I did not ask where they were going. I simply asked if they were marshalling their forces within the next week. If they are not marshalling their forces, then there is no force to come for us, yes?
They
That
may
is
not
good.
need a large force. Perhaps they'll only send, if it was just the two of you, perhaps they'll only send 5 or 6.
Well, if they send 5 or 6 and there is nothing here, then they will get nothing, yes?
Are there other temples like this around?
But then only revealed this one. I imagine this is of great importance. I don't believe we will find another temple that has such purification, and such. It will not be as opportune, but it is possible.
It is a great risk to leave this unprotected, if we are going to use this place again.
Agreed.
It is true, but I believe in Betorn. I really do.
I would be more comfortable if we had a second opinion. Both not Luka and I have ways. We can also try to confirm this.
Yes.
You pray as well.
Oh, I could, but I don't like to. Or
Let's
at least
be
he
clear.
doesn't like to.
Sera, you pray?
Sure. You
To
can
who,
call
if,
it
to who, if I may ask?
that. Would you like to be with me when I do?
He'll raise an eyebrow. Would you allow such thing? I would love to observe, yes.
Sure.
Okay. He'll walk over to you, kinda.
Oh boy, it's a demon time.
Oh boy, I can't wait!
Oh boy, I can't wait to witness man-made horrors beyond my comprehension.
Okay. But yes, again, this is what has happened on our end. How are you? Is everything okay on your end? Anything to report?
Yes, we're well stocked. I made quite a few potions, which is actually a couple for you. And also Maelie is feeling much better.
Maelie gives a wave.
I see that. Maelie, it's nice to see you looking so chipper.
I believe that is
I
twin
did nothing.
Harvaris.
You
You haven't
just-
asked about her. Have you noticed that?
A lot of ladies talking at once, yes? You see?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Maelie, how do you feel?
Oh, well, I think Sera was saying something first.
Oh, I was just being mean. I noticed you haven't asked about her well-being twice now, Harvaris. Why?
He'll look sad from that and look down and... Yes, this is a problem of mine. It's... I tend to place the oath of the importance of what I need to do sometimes over individuals, and for this, it is something I am learning, and I do not mean any offense from it. It truly... Sometimes I get lost and focus-minded. I hope, Maelie, you will not see this as a sign as I do not care of your well-being. It is not the case.
No need to apologize. Nothing wrong.
Well, I'm glad you are up and running and looking very good.
Yeah, I am feeling much better. Not Luka helped a lot, and Sera made me some potions that at least should help prevent some of the negative effects. Like, it might just be I use them in battle and stay stronger a little bit longer, but, we'll see what happens.
Very good. And, Effie, how was your time at the ship? As you call
Things
it, your fancy
happened.
words. Ah, yes. Potions, yes? You were making potions too?
Sure.
Well, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Alright,
you'd be
so-
happy to know that Mulu did 202 push-ups.
Wow.
202.
Internally, Seino will. I knew it. Should have done 5 more.
All right. So I want to ask for time. Are you doing the Apex of Mana next?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm actually an asterisk on it because Sera would want to contact other plane.
That's
Slash,
oh, okay.
Let's
she
do that
wants
first.
divine entities to tell them that they're not going to get bushwhacked while they're gone.
I'm gonna give you this one for free. They're gonna tell you the same thing.
Okay, then Sera would go,
All right.
and she'd want to take the child or hide the child
With pelvis.
wherever she'd be safe. If Harvaris thinks that she'd be safe down there, then I guess that's where she's going.
Pelvis is a good character. He will keep the little lady.
I'm not
safe.
laughing about that. I'm more laughing about if we lose both of them down there, then we're really shit out of luck.
Well, that's true, but
Who would look in the well?
I know.
Yeah. Who would
Right?
think of that?
I
I
trust
don't
the
know
Suckman.
anyone who can detect anything.
all right.
Well,
No.
Well, let's
Maybe they
decide.
should divine where their child went.
Where do you want to put Minsha then? Pelvis or ship?
I vote pelvis.
Pelvis.
How about pelvis?
Is it possible to take her with them?
You could, but
Well,
you know,
I think taking her with us would
She's
be
a
more dangerous than
non-combatant, so-
leave. Yeah.
What's her power level? Is she a civilian?
she's a non-combatant. Yeah.
Okay. Because Sera feels that the most safe place is actually wherever she is.
We can put her in the mirror realm.
Please do not do that.
Why don't we just stuff all of our entities in there?
of course, let's do that.
I'm
do you have
putting her in the
Pelvis
well.
is the best. Yeah,
Alright,
I
I
think.
put it well.
Pelvis then. Don't worry. Pelvis
Sounds
will take
good.
care of it.
Our babysitter.
Is the party okay with me taking Radare with me? Because I don't want to leave
Yes.
Radare here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I would,
I
for
do
sure.
that.
I would take any indexes that we have.
I'm going to
Yeah.
take all of them if I cannot. I mean, if
Good.
All
I think
the
just
index.
Menzo, if Minsha will release Menzo to me.
She trusts you. Yeah.
Okay, then I will. I'll hold all 3.
And
Oh,
then
Sera's got a gift
Effie.
for you. After being a bitch to you. Here we go. Let's see here.
Go ahead.
Oh, here we go. Here. Just casually, straight from being rude to being nice.
He doesn't know that you're being mean, but go ahead. He thought you brought up the. Go ahead.
Here.
What are you giving me?
This is for you. I believe it'll help you not be so stuck in one place.
This he kind of holds the potion. What does it?
You know how you usually sprint, and it takes up while you can't attack while sprinting.
Ah, it's just like Mulu potion. I like this. Yes. Very good. He'll put that in his inventory and seem happy that you gave him something.
Let's see. I got 2 others for you, babies. I got 2 greater healings. I don't know who wants that though. Who wants a greater healing?
I would love one.
Okay.
1,
1, 2.
From a utility standpoint, you can give it to Effie just in case she has to use it to give to somebody else.
I've got 2 potions of healing, so let me send one of those to Effie then.
We're giving it to Pounder.
Yes, do not point at my pounder like that, Mulu.
So, Harvaris, you said you fought off some of the Onyx?
Fought off and some are, how you say, generous, yes? You see?
Well,
Mulu will put
Okay.
his hand on Harvaris' shoulder. He did very good.
well, yeah, I was wondering if my advice helped a little bit with your
Oh.
crossbow.
Yes, I told him, I looked at the Onyx and I say, smoke on this, yes? And I, boom, and I fire a hip shot and it hit him.
Right
It
in the
just-
gem. It just
right?
flicked off.
Yes. Hit his pinky toe, you see?
Yeah, good job. And she'll
Shut-
kind of
good
like pat you on the shoulder.
He
glad
feels
you were-
proud.
It was very painful. Good job.
Yes. No one likes to
Effie-
stub their toe. He will feel that for days.
Effie kind of like reaches into her prison pocket and pulls out the talk dissector card. She kind of holds it up in front of the group. Shall we?
Ooh, I've wanted
Open.
to watch this. She'll get really close
Ooh.
to Effie. She hasn't done that in a while. And she just
The
like
card smells bad.
puts her cheek against Effie's cheek. Oh yes, let's see what happens.
You guys
Smells
ready?
What does that smell?
Vagina, Varus. It smells like vagina.
Oh, not good.
Have you ever smelt a vagina before, Harvaris?
It has been some time. Yeah, wait. This is not this is not Harvaris. This is
She'll
this is-
point at the gem on his forehead. It's white. He's a virgin, Effie.
I thought it was red from my lipstick. Effie kind of holds her vagina from and turns away from Handsome. Hope it doesn't bite my meat flaps.
Oh, go get him. Go get him, handsome. Give right
No!
in. Go on. Go on.
My flaps! My flaps!
Oh, we're
Everywhere you go, and the credits start rolling. All right.
So Effie holds out the card and she goes, "Oh, great. Telta sector of the Clown Brigade. Please open this portal among us mere mortals and allow us to go through. Amen."
I didn't know we
Among
had
Us?
to pray to activate these. I thought they just were like doors.
Editor's note.
So Effie
You did it.
shrug.
All right, you just open it.
Yeah.
All right, you throw the card forward, and it will into a door.
Good.
And
Sera and her menagerie will go right in.
okay, the party goes through.
Yep.
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 All right, no fucking takebacks. Okay,
Yeah.
All right, we'll call it there.
Door.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God, I'm so stressed out.
Classic guys, though. I mean,
Like,
Man,
like
what a
her over
session.
red.
What a session.
Gandalf.
Oh my god.
Arcadum wants to see mountains. Mountains, Gandalf.
Effie's
cool.
tits are
Okay.
still out, by the way.
Good.
They are.
Yeah.
Mulu has not
I also
Did anything else?
hide from them
Yeah.
the entire time. Yeah.
Mulu and Harvaris gain the blind condition as they close their eyes.
They get in the hardened condition.
Okay. All right.
Metapod
Well.
used hardened.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good stuff. Let's see if we have any fan art. Let's get through this.
Let's get through this.
One or the other.
I didn't mean it like that.
Oh,
No, it's fine.
running
Get
for
through
this
this.
group is so exhausting.
It can be.
My name's Arcadum.
Oh, good. Please make fun of me.
I have the hardest job in the universe.
It's pretty hard.
Oh,
So hard.
running.
Fortunately,
Just
it's
like
especially
Harvaris.
fun. Yeah.
This is definitely what happened.
Yep.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Cute
Maelie!
little face.
Maelie! Ah,
Ayaza.
I am your faithful horse.
Not the twig in between the teeth.
Could you pull the
Got
stick
those
out of my
teeth.
teeth?
What the fuck, Roxa?
Amazing.
I thought you would like it.
Roxy
Yeah.
just said,
My
"And
phone
you know what?
background.
I'm gonna sign this right here."
Like, look at his cute little hippo face. I love it.
Ah!
He's so pretty horse.
Oh my god.
He is very adorable. Says only Maelie.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Alrighty,
He was very
everybody.
helpful to Seino many of times.
I'll see you
Seino was
guys
very
in
grateful.
about an hour and a half for some Dark Sermon, and then after that, the first episode of Gallows and Gold.
Oh, let's go! Hey, here's Zen Masters in that game.
I
Yeah.
hear Zen Master and Van are both
Van.
in that game.
Did you get my talkies for them, Arcadum?
Let me go look. I
You
think
better
I
send them
did.
to Soul
I believe I sent them all.
Let me look. I can see them. They look great.
Wow.
Van's character is so handsome.
Yes, yes.
I
I
slew him a
also,
little bit.
I also, Trey's braid in his face bothers the shit out of me. But,
you know.
you know,
Hey, his art had 2 braids in his face.
that's fair.
It bothered me too.
Right.
Did you guys know that Books was convinced that abacus was not a real word?
What?
That's
Really?
crazy.
What?
It's a word?
Bye bye,
Yeah.
everybody.
Bye-bye.